Okay. Hello, welcome to the channel. We are here with our Saints and Sinners game, episode 30. It's going to be a bad one. Title of the game, Never Make a Deal with a Dragon, which is totally a Shadowrun rule, but I don't know how it's going to go today because we're going to be talking to dragon cult worshippers of the highest order. So yay! Incoming TPK maybe. Hi everybody, how are we all going?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm worried now.
How are things?
It's
Well, I think it's
going.
more worried when the GM's like, I really want to play this campaign after this game. It's like,
No, it's just the reason I say that is because I'm sure like any GM's experienced this, but the desperate want to be a player again.
Yeah.
And you know, Starfinder's a lot of fun, but I want to sink my teeth into fantasy. And this other 5e game, this Eberron campaign, is just getting delayed and delayed and delayed, and I'm chomping at the bit.
I feel that need for being a player because it's been amazing to have you GM and run this game. I've been able to play.
I believe everyone should GM at some point because it gives you a real appreciation for the preparation that's needed. And you know this, so it makes. I think once everyone's GM'd, that makes them better players. I reckon.
Yeah.
Because you can. I think you're more appreciative and more like you can kind of riff off the GM instead of just being like, "No, I'm going to go in the opposite direction to your carefully written campaign," which is the worst nightmare.
Although, as the GM, with people that do that, it's like, oh, you want to split the party? Really?
No, you have to. You want to split the party?
I don't know. I think the art of being a GM is where they're gonna go off somewhere else. Well, it's so weird how the main plot points moved to that place he went to.
Yeah.
You didn't buy that newspaper. True. Well, that newspaper is bought by this company.
Like you prep one thing. I'm not saying I do this, but you prep one thing and say, here are 3 choices leading to completely different destinations.
Which is the same thing.
Yeah.
They lead off, and they all come back to the same thing.
Yeah. I remember when in one of my campaigns, I was running the Lost Mine of Vandover, and the players accidentally killed one of the NPCs that was like super important to the plot. Like they were the only ones who knew where everything was going and all this sort of stuff. So we went on a full side quest to go resurrect him.
How dare you kill my carefully crafted character? You're gonna bring him back.
When that happened when I ran it, I just had his son come. His son just came into the town. Yeah, and he knew the same exact things.
I ran a game where they deliberately killed off the plot point character. That was fun.
This character, they were like
not Fendel though.
They were kidnapped and beaten within an inch of their life. So they had 1 HP, and they were like on the other side of the wall, and the sorcerer cast a spell. I think it was the sorcerer that went through walls, and they didn't realize the NPC was there, and they killed him.
And for those who are actually interested, this is what we get up to in the pre-show.
Yeah.
So welcome to the pre-show.
a lot of talk, a lot of chat.
We do just chitter-chatter a bit while we wait for everyone to kind of mingle in. And then when everyone's mingled, we chitter-chatter a bit more.
Yeah, that's why we're always late.
Yeah, well...
No, we are not late. We start exactly when we mean to.
We're just
5 minutes.
And totally ignore the fact that we do have a schedule.
Dragons!
What? We have a schedule?
So
Crazy.
Our viewers could come in and say hello and know when we're going to be live.
That's crazy.
Hi. So as always, we have Syrinscape in the background for our audio because Syrinscape does amazing audio. Really great for your role-playing needs. They do board games as well. This is the actual, assuming here, this is the actual going to be the Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus sound set. I'm not running the audio, Lorian Ross is. So I don't know if he's going to move off to other things. I tend to move around a lot more than Lorian does when I'm running games.
Mild spoilers. but there's a section of the game coming ahead where I actually want to compose something original for the background.
Okay, so that is
Using some of my new gear.
So is that why we're going to delay? Is that what
partially? Also because I actually have to design the section, and I might because what I'm doing without this isn't giving anything away because you don't know what it could possibly
Can't see
be.
a thing.
I'm inserting my own little part into this campaign, something which I want to actually write up and potentially publish with the soundtrack included.
Awesome.
So keep an eye on places where stuff is sold.
Yeah,
is this that thing where a while
DM's
ago
Guild.
you were saying that we would never guess what it would be?
Yes, correct.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I remember making a note to brainstorm things and then never doing that.
You still aren't going to possibly guess what it could be.
I thought
but it's fun to try.
I thought the Christmas episodes were we'd never expected, so that's awesome.
No, this is I'm not getting everything away.
No,
You just
we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that.
I was like, how could I subtly hint? And I'm like, nah.
Well, I mean, keeping going with the holidays. What is it going to be? A Valentine's episode? Incubi and succubi?
Love and hell.
Oh god, no.
I really hope not. Yeah.
Although in A Guard's Tale we did have the honeymoon suite.
We're gonna
That'd
have
be
an
busted
Easter
into.
episode.
Kiss Shara moonlights as the Easter Bunny once every year.
Holy hell! It's gonna be almost Valentine's Day the next time we meet. Jeez.
I know.
Oh my
Fuck.
god.
So yeah, that's audio. We also can donate to the channel. This is the basic housekeeping you have to go through. And again, this is what we like pre-show, and actually on our break too. But you can also donate to the channel. Every donation you put in, for every $1 or 100 bits, helps out the channel, and you can donate dice to the players. That dice starts with D4, goes to D6, D8, D10, D12, and if it goes past D12, the GM gets a D20 to, in theory, use against us, but he's still already got one, and refuses to use against us, which is nice and polite, and things are probably...
I legitimately forgot I had it.
A question.
15 episodes. Yes?
Yeah.
If we go to another D20, does the D20 come back to us?
I'm going to give it to us. Oh, wait, no. Well, you don't get an extra one. It'll have to restart, because I don't have the overlay to deal with two.
I'm saying, though, does he lose his D20 because he didn't use it and comes to us?
That might be...
I think we need to figure that out.
Just if it happens.
Everyone just use their dice. Everyone just use their dice.
Currently, Dell has the D6. If you donate to somebody else, Dell loses it and it increases in value, and that's how the system works. It's a use it or
What
lose
if
it.
someone donates it to Dell again?
Then it just increases in value, and Dell keeps on having it. That's kind of how it
I'm
works.
okay with anyone having it, but Lorian. Don't give him another D20.
Yeah.
I don't think Lorian's a vindictive DM.
I'm not a vindictive DM. I'm a dramatic DM.
The drama.
Okay,
No, and
I'm
that
Clip
scares
this
me.
section,
I'm the evil
because
one.
we are going to go and debate, ask politely, a dragon priest of... Who was it again?
Paladin.
A paladin,
A
sorry.
dragon paladin of Tiamat.
Yeah,
With his friends and dragons.
So remember this section? I am a dramatic DM, and come back to us after the episode where it's like,
That's why I'm scared.
oh, I am
I just say
In a good way.
The same GM that's asking to be a player in another game.
Okay.
Once this is finished, yeah.
A few red flags, maybe some of them unintentional. I need to get my dice. One sec.
Yeah, I'm total
Well, Wade's
professional. I just
doing
have
that.
my phone go off, of course. But yes, this is what we're like in the pre-show. We're very chatty and very sociable, because it's been nice. We've been doing this for a year for this cast group. I'll delve just slightly less, but pretty much a year.
Honestly, this is a good group.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those like groups where you're just like everyone just mingles really well.
So full disclosure, originally I was planning on leaving the Goblin Cave after Avernus because of sleeping schedule and time zone, but I'm like, no, I like this group too much. I'm gonna stay.
Aww.
So yeah, and there's nothing more the only thing more valuable than a group you get along with is a group that's fucking consistent.
Scheduling, yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True.
We have to
And
make
if you
weekly
get
content.
both.
Yeah, well that's precisely why. That's why when I was at university and I ran a D&D group, I wouldn't run it. I had a D&D group. I was like, let's put this on the student radio. Let's broadcast it on the student radio.
Ooh.
Because then it was a weekly commitment to broadcast, so we always showed up. It's the hidden superpower of Twitch broadcasted streams is that there's a I won't say an obligation because that makes it seem too much like work, but there's a reason to keep coming back.
Peer pressure.
Yeah.
and even though it's the peer pressure for you to come every week into play, but there's a peer pressure for me to keep these going as well. I had the opportunity to take this channel and go, yep, let's go this way. A couple of years ago, I went, no, I like these people. These people are really nice. They're amazing, and I have that commitment to you as well. So that's why we've continued with the role playing. I love the role playing. I love not just this group, but the other people that have been in here, the other groups we have. I have that commitment to you as well. To try to be here. I don't generally take a day off unless we've got multiple people sick anyway, or if I'm really something's sick, or something's really out of my control. Like next week, where we're not going to be on. But let's actually get into introductions.
Yes,
this is taking way too long.
this time.
No, we've only been broadcasting for how long?
For like maybe like 20 minutes.
Hi, my name's Karsh
Just
Goblin.
past 20 minutes.
Yeah. Hi, my name's Karsh Goblin. The Goblin Cave is my own project. I love it. I love these people, as I just mentioned. I'm playing Warwick, the human soldier, broken paladin, essentially. Very, very broken. Very broken. Will?
Oh, yes. Hey, everyone. My name is Will. I'm playing Ashe, the Fire Genasi Artificer. She's red, she's feisty, and she is not happy. So, yeah, that's basically all her 3 traits. Yeah.
I
pass.
would be another trait.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
Del?
Hi everyone, I'm Del. I'm playing Reservoir, the Water Genasi Sorcerer, who's internally panicking, but I'm just so distracted by the adorable kitty. So
Yes.
Yes. Comfort cat.
Yep. Hi, I'm MrLiveProducer. I am playing your Dwarven Barbarian Ranger, Burlock Unguard, who is actively like he's going, yep, I'm fine. Internally going, ah! Yep, that's been my character right now. Emi?
Hi, I'm Emi Rabbit, but you guys can call me Emi. I'm playing Ava, the human monk. And yeah, this session's going to be interesting. I just grabbed my cat because he was running around the apartment. So try to calm him down.
And you need a comfort animal as well.
Yes.
I do also need a comfort animal.
Lorian?
And for everyone's information, sorry.
MLP, yes.
I was going to say everyone's inspiration from last week. Please remember that.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you for the excellent role playing. You will have inspiration.
Yes, please.
We're
remember
gonna
that.
need
to
that.
each other.
I think this is the second time my character's had it through the 30 episodes. We get it so rarely. So everyone's got it. Looks really weird.
Oh, you just have to keep impressing me.
It was lots of fun.
What about bribes? You did bribes?
That's what the D6, D20 system's for.
Oh.
But you have to
For
bribe
bribes.
Karsh for that.
But what about the dice you have that you're using?
Oh, this D20 you mean? This lovely D20 down here.
Other side, but no, the other dice.
Oh yeah, because Zoom is flipped. This lovely D20 down here.
I meant the Avernus dice that you use. But
Oh yeah, that too. These are very nice.
Oh, yes.
I dropped one.
Quick, let's run. Oh no, he's back. Okay.
With some cards that I never really get the chance to use because I can't find them anywhere online, which is frustrating. No, I mean, there's really cool art of like
I know.
demons and devils
Yeah.
and shit, and I can't find this anywhere online unless I take a picture of it. Because otherwise, what would be the point of buying the dice set, which makes
Scanning.
sense, but I don't have a scanner. What do you think this is?
Just
Fucking
old school.
office apartment?
Can't you? Don't.
No, anyway. We're getting
In
distracted
Australia,
again.
you can buy like a $30 printer that has a scanner on top.
I do have a scanner. I'm joking. But I just never got around to it, I guess.
Hey, game to the introduction.
We're just stalling. We're just stalling right
Now
now.
Lorian's stalling.
Actually,
I'm done this time.
We are stalling right now.
Is it me for introductions? Is everyone else
Yeah.
done?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Ava the human.
I'm Lorian Ross. I am your dungeon master for tonight's episode of Descent into Avernus. What episode are we up to, did you say?
30.
30. A nice round number. All right. So, when last we left the party, Burlock, the human paladin / fighter, Reservoir, the genasi sorcerer, Burlock. Did I say Burlock the human? I meant Burlock the dwarven barbarian. Sorry, I'm distracted tonight. Burlock the dwarven barbarian, Warwick the human paladin, Reservoir the genasi sorcerer, Ashe the genasi artificer, and Ava the human monk. The party, in search of powerful magical blood, found their way to a corner of Avernus where an ancient evil lies. Seeking after a reported paladin of the dragon goddess Tiamat, who supposedly carries a vial of his goddess's blood around his neck, the party found themselves before a colossal obsidian tower, manned by legions of undead soldiers, and surrounded by patrolling dragons. 5 specifically, one of each chromatic color. They tried to make their escape, panicked at the thought of engaging with such a force, but they were quickly beset by 4 smaller of the dragons, who put up a vicious fight, tore into their infernal war machine, and broke it apart.
Poor Bertha.
Poor Bertha.
Yeah.
Rest
On
in
the
peace,
last
Bertha.
legs, almost on the brink of defeat, a turtle, a crusted old leathery turtle with spiked shells, a staff and draconic engravings on his shell, came in to put a stop to the fight and asked the party their purpose. Upon hearing of this request for the blood of the goddess, the turtle asked them to meet him and his master at the base of the gigantic dragon skull at the entrance to Tiamat's lair. There, you found a battle encampment, guarded by a manticore, and upon approaching, outstepped a minotaur, colossal in size, the gigantic golden scimitars, and golden gauntlets and a golden belt around his side. And soon following after, a red dragonborn, coated in black spiked armor, with the 5-pointed star of Tiamat, each spike ending in a dragon's head, clutching in one hand a battle axe, and the other hand, twisted, green and necrotic, almost skin pulled towards the bone. He steps out and introduces himself. I am Arkan the Cruel. What brings you to my queen's lair?
We came and... Do we see the vial around his neck?
You do. You do. It is kind of tucked beneath the armor on a chain, on a small link of chain. And it is a golden, a glass bottle with golden filigree kind of worked on metal from the upside, which twists around. So stopped, and inside you see, gently swaying back and forth, Same color as his scales. The red blood inside.
We came in
Yes.
search of something in your possession.
Is that so? Krall's told me he's informed me of your purpose here. This individual, there is this certain level of arrogance about him. You get the impression that he believes himself far, far above you, and that he is not afraid to show it. What you ask for is no easy thing to give. Why should I bequeath such a potent, wondrous, miraculous gift upon such lowlies as you? What is that? Oh my goodness.
Some unexpected
I cannot
NPCs.
Shut him up. How do I shut him up?
Press stop and then start again.
There we go.
Unexpected NPCs again.
Yeah, although this one is wasn't the same for some
Okay.
reason, so I don't know what's up with that. Never mind.
Yes.
Let's continue.
Because we asked nicely.
If you're gonna waste my time, then you best be out of here. And he starts to turn away.
Do you have something you need done? Perhaps. Or we have a few items that we may be able to trade.
Right. Now we're getting somewhere. You understand the terms. Nothing here is given for free. If you wish for this, make it known to my goddess that you mean well by her. Present an offering, if you will. Then we'll see. Depends on what you give.
What kind of offering do you seek?
I don't
We
know.
have knowledge.
His eyes dart over towards Lulu. Her life would be a suitable trade.
No.
No.
Celestials are hard to come by, and their sacrifices have power down here.
Ava steps in front of Lulu.
I'm
I
afraid her
guess
life is not
that's
something
possible.
that is our place to trade.
Well, what is of value to you then, greater than the blood of a god? No paltry items.
Well, what we have wouldn't be worth one iota of what you're willing to even entertain the thought of giving to us. What we're here to do is we're here to rescue a city.
And you say that I'm sorry, I'm trying to find our journal. You say that a celestial's life is useful down here. We seek to fight a celestial that has gained power.
Who?
You know her.
I'm not so concerned with the paltry goings-on of the blood war. My purpose here is far greater. Who?
Well, would it be advantageous for your goddess
I can't
to
remember.
remove a potential thorn in their side?
Nothing could be a thorn in her side.
I said potential.
Understand that nothing matches her power.
Which we fully understand. But even an ant can irritate an almighty person. Even though with one swing, your god or goddess, please correct me. I don't want to assume.
Goddess, I believe.
Okay, making sure. Your goddess could just wave their wings and all the ants go away. But if they come back, what we seek to do is to remove some of their power.
You are dancing around the question. Who are you referring to? Do
We
not waste
seek,
my time.
we seek to fight Zariel. My apologies. Her name eluded me for a moment.
Well, if you had said that earlier, I would have told you that she is not a celestial anymore.
She's not. How?
Many things can fall from grace and become something different.
Either way, what we seek to do is get information from our celestial friend here to hopefully remove her from her power.
Or at least screw up her plans.
Well, that too. But I'm trying to be respectful to a person who could probably kill us with a look.
Oh no, he can.
Well, that too. But
There's no probability.
well, that too.
He raises his twisted necrotic hand and says, "Less than a look."
If we mean offense, we do apologize.
The tortoise at this point wanders up to him. He leans down and whispers something in his ear. He glances towards you, Ashe. Kral here tells me that you formed an eagle out of ice.
It is something that I can do, yes.
I'm no fool, girl. I know a great many things about different artifacts that weave their way around the cosmos. I possess one right now. I would consider the ring you wear to be fair trade. Add to
For the
my
blood.
collection. Indeed. And, believe me, it would be in your best interests to accept, for your own sake.
This ring was rightfully earned, taken from someone else, pillaged if so haps. I am not willing to trade, however, I am willing to offer another deal, if possible.
He just keeps looking at you expectantly.
Wow, I would like not to give up the ring. Would my services be of equal value?
Gosh.
I will tell you something about artifacts of great power. Is that power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Your friend here will be changed by that ring. Not for the better. Be sensible, generous, to give it to me, that I may shoulder its burden. For I believe I have the strength to do so. If I could withstand this, and he holds up a hand again, what more is one extra artifact?
What's the ring doing?
If I'm correct in what I know about these things, believe me, I've researched many a powerful item which could break my goddess from her prison. I know that this ring will whisper in her mind, twist her thoughts, and turn her against the one she loves. Turn her against you. Her heart will be as cold as the ice she summons before long. Is that what you wish for yourself, Genasi? You'll lose your fire forever.
My fire was just another reason for others to persecute me. Why not give it up for something better? Something more stable as a foundation.
You may already be too late. But there my offer stands. The life of a celestial, or the ring. One of those two will do.
I'd offer my life, but it doesn't seem you want it, so...
If you may, could we have some time to discuss it with our friend?
By all means. He waves his hand and wanders into the tent.
Thank you for your time.
The turtle just snorts and turns away, while the Minotaur unsheaths one of his scimitars and plants it in the ground and just watches.
Yeah, I turn heel and I walk away.
I rush after.
Well, this was a dead end, it seems. Well, we didn't need that fucking blood anyways. It's fine. We can find the stupid sword on our own. It's fine.
Ashe.
We kind of did.
Ashe.
What?
I'm not gonna give it to him, but hand me the ring.
Oh,
I'll give it
well,
right back to you.
pulling it away. No,
I'll give it. I
don't think.
I promise I will give it right back to you the second you hand it over.
Can I maneuver behind him?
Like no cross fingers or anything here. I will give it right back to you.
Oh, I trust you. I just don't trust any of them. Just staring at the rest of the party.
Well, then you trust me to hand it to me?
Why are you so reluctant to give it up?
Because this is the only thing that's stopping me from being useless, don't you understand? All of you have things you can do, and for me, this is something that...
You're not useless.
Oh, I am. I'm very useless. You don't understand.
You've done incredible things with magic.
Incredible things.
Things I've never seen before you got that.
Before, but now I'm better. I'm better than I was before. This ring is helping me become someone.
Ashe, I will give it right back to you.
I don't want to lose the ring.
But we don't want to lose
Are
you.
you, Ashe?
Ashe, you're becoming a bitch.
Are you so far gone that you can't part with it for 2 seconds?
I am so far gone. I can't believe I'm even here. Everything is falling apart. I'm in hell. I don't know how she's doing. I don't know how anyone's doing back in Baldur's Gate. I don't know how anyone here is staying sane. I don't understand how all of you are still so goddamn happy.
Do you want to know a secret?
Oh, yes, of course, soldier.
Oh,
yes, I know you're not happy.
But we're here to do a job.
Job.
Ashe.
It's always about a job, isn't it? It's always about a mission. It's always about being
Ashe
fucking...
by the shoulders. I am scared out of my freaking mind.
You heard what she said last couple of
We're all terrified right now. But we're doing the best that we can. So please trust us.
Would you believe me? Would you believe me if I said that if I gave up this ring? Would you believe me if I said if I gave up this ring, I wouldn't be myself anymore? Would you believe me if I know all of you are scared. I'm scared too, but if I give up this ring, then what's going to happen to all of us? I can't protect any of you anymore.
You might be a better version of you.
Ashe.
I can't protect any of you
Right
anymore.
now,
I can't protect her. I can't protect Chet. I can't protect my family. I can't protect any of you without this ring. I cannot protect anyone. You don't understand. Everything I am doesn't matter except for the power that I can give.
It does. Perhaps consider this. Giving up that ring, bringing us one step closer to what we're trying to do, is the most useful thing that you could do right now. And you will still be useful afterward.
You've done so much to help us.
Make a wisdom saving
Ashe.
throw.
Okay.
I will allow you to interpret that how you wish.
Ashe, if before you had that ring, if you weren't around, I'd be gone. Those demons would have taken me. You've done so much. You've helped us so much.
Put my hand gently on my weapon, not threateningly. Do you think me wielding this hammer, me wielding this sword, is anything less than what you've been able to do? Do you think that by you putting your hand on me, giving me extra power, extra strength to protect those I care about? Because as much as I hate to say this, I care about each and every one of you. And if one of you passes while we're down here, do you think it's not going to hurt me in my heart? Do you think by you sacrificing what you are, which I've seen, look at your hair, it's going blue. Do you think by changing yourself is going to be any better for her? If you go back, when we go back to Baldur's Gate and you see her again, do you think she's going to want to see who you become? If not for yourself, but for her. Remember, you're doing this for her, to protect her. So you might not know she's fine now, but isn't it worth doing as much as you can here, now, to make sure that she's going to be fine for when you go back? And do you really want her to see what you are now?
Something wrong with me.
There is. We can see it.
There's something wrong. I don't know what it is. I'm scared.
Can I lean and give Ashe a hug? Give her power, give her strength? You're fine. You're here. We care about you. We've seen this happen. Do you really want her to see what you are now? Yes or no?
It's not just the ring. There's something wrong with me. I'm broken.
We're all broken.
I'm broken. There's something wrong with me. I don't know what it is, but
Do you
there's
trust
something
us
wrong.
to find it together? Please.
Ashe.
It's not like I have a choice.
There's always a choice.
Ashe.
This is not a choice. I have to take this ring off. I have to take it off. Something bad is going to happen here. As the hand turns frosty. Something bad is going to happen. Please, just take the ring. Just take it off me.
I gently grab Ash's hand. We can fix each other. And I'm gonna... Ash will let me, I'll slowly take off the ring.
Ashe, make another wisdom saving throw.
My hand tenses up.
Can I? Oh, it's not even gonna be
You
useful.
jerk. Ashe jerks her hand back from you, Ava. Something.
Look at yourself. Look,
No.
the ring.
No, I need it. I need this ring for me.
No, you
For
don't.
us, for everyone here. If I don't protect all of you, who will?
Each other.
No.
Protect
We
each
check
other.
each other.
I can't protect myself. How can I protect all of you without this ring?
We'll protect you.
It is protecting us to give us that ring. If we don't leave here, if we don't make a deal,
We
they
don't
may
make...
come after us. They may decide that we've come into their territory. We have not given them anything. We need to give them something. We need to give them that ring.
So it's extortion then, is what this
No.
is.
It's not
It's extortion, just like
It's not
before.
extortion.
Make me do things. It's extortion, just like
No.
it was
Everything.
before.
Ash,
No, Ash.
everything down here is bad. We are good. If we can do this, we will do more good.
We don't have a lot of options.
It's your choice to give us the ring, but you've got to make the choice. We're not going to take it from you. Ash.
Fuck. Fuck.
Can you take it off yourself?
I reach my hand over towards the ring. Start to take it off. As my hand turns into ice. Just...
We can't hear you, Lorian.
I would like Ashe to make one more wisdom saving throw with advantage.
I'm gonna bend luck, and let her add a 1d4 bonus.
And I'm holding a spell just in case.
Just rip it off. And as it rips it off, just see one of the tips of her fingers break off. As it just... Ash just throws it to the ground. Just fucking take it. Take it.
I give Ash a hug.
I'll grab it in my sleeve, put it in a pouch.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Can I
I'm
roll a med
sorry.
on her arm? Make sure if there's anything we can do.
Absolutely. I will say from that, Ashe, you take 22 points of damage from your finger being ripped off.
Ava's not gonna let go of Ash until Ash lets go. The hug as well.
13 on medicine roll.
Okay.
As
With that,
subtly
you
as I
managed to-
can.
You manage to quickly get together a piece of fabric and make a makeshift gauze and wrap. You quickly patch up the wound.
And as subtly as I can, I try to cast that on, so Ash doesn't see me.
Sorry.
Make a sleight of hand check with advantage.
Fine, Ash.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
I am sorry for everything. Everything I've done, everything I've said, I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Sorry for...
This is hell. It makes the worst of people, literally.
I didn't think I could get much worse, but here we are.
look at it this way. You're better than this place. You don't deserve to be here. So let us do what we need to do, then go home. Back to Baldur's Gate. Back to her. You have my word that I'll do what I can to protect you. Do you believe me? My word. A dwarf's word is very important. You know how dwarfs are, don't you? You've worked with us for a long time.
I've worked with several of you, yeah.
Exactly. You know how hard it is for us to trust. That we make friends with fathers, mothers, because eventually we get to trust their children. Waves to Ava. I knew her father. I knew her mother. I knew everything. I trust her, and now I trust you. I trust everyone here. Know that I'll be here to protect you as much as I can, because I know you have it for me.
Fine.
Good.
Fine. Yeah, can someone just go take that fucking ring to that fucking dragonborn?
Oh, I'm not touching it. Can I motion to the is it monitor? That's beside?
I have it.
Reservoir has it.
Okay.
I have it in a pouch. And I'll start walking. I'll like give them a nod and start walking over toward the tent.
I'll escort Dell. I'll escort Reservoir.
You see the Minotaur
you.
kind of watching, and he kind of just gives a nod, seemingly of approval. And then, boss! Before long. Well. I'm impressed. And he holds out a necrotic hand.
I'll take the ring out of the pouch and drop it in the hand.
You touch
Something I wanted to.
With the sleeve.
Okay.
Was that Karsh?
There's something I want to do.
Oh no.
To find
Oh
things.
no.
No.
Let's see. The
Hand
that
is
hand
what I'm drawn to.
is probably the most powerful sense of undead you could ever possibly imagine sensing with this. Like, if it is a black hole in your surroundings which drowns out anything else, the hand on this individual's wrist is the strongest source of necrotic energy you possibly have ever come across. In fact, you definitely ever come across.
Now, you're not going to do anything naughty with that, are you?
No, of
Gain the
course
ring.
not. I'm going to use it to further my goddess's goals. To be honest, I was certain I'd have to fight you for this. Genasi, you've shown great strength of will today. You've impressed me. And for this, you've got yourselves a valuable ally should the time come. Like I said, I was certain I'd have to fight you for it. But this is a pleasant surprise. No blood would need to be shed today. And
We're not locals. We like to talk.
he turns to go back into the tent with the ring. Then he stops.
Said perhaps not, but shared, I believe.
He gasps. Oh, you've been very impressive, apparently. I don't often get the chance to be a mouthpiece. And he his head kind of twists back, and his eyes flash a rainbow of chromatic colors. And he looks forward, and a voice emanates from his mouth. 5 voices in one, dark and feminine, viciously intelligent and powerful. Should the time come, seek my servant. You will have my assistance if you should need it, once and once only. Do not squander this gift. Blessed day upon you, travelers. Krull, Drugdar come. Time we drink for our new acquisition. And he turns back into the tent.
Did he give us the blood?
Ah, my apologies. I was so caught in the moment, I almost forgot. Hands it over.
No,
Takes it.
no, don't be naughty with that, please.
I'll only do what's right. For my goddess, that is.
Right and wrong is kind of subjective, so
Stay alive, at least long enough to witness her majesty. He ducks back into the tent.
So Reservoir, you wanted to talk religion?
Well, that could have gone worse.
I think we just had a religious experience there.
Not the best one I've ever had.
Well,
I go to Ava.
when you open
see
your
how-
heart to the gods, you don't get to choose which one answers, and
Can I go to Ava and check on her?
By this point, Ashe has already pushed Ava off and is just kind of thinking on her own.
It was just kind of thinking.
You okay? Ava, you okay?
Yeah, I'll be
Dad-
fine. I'll
Yeah.
fine.
That was. Whoa. Not the kind of experience I want to go through again. Talking to a dragon goddess.
let's go.
Okay.
We got what we came for.
Okay. Takes a moment, walks up to Ashe, waits silently, see if Ashe needs to talk.
You know, all the dwarves I've met have been very kind to me. My master, even that shitty squire. And I guess you're no different.
No. I'm still an asshole.
An asshole, yes, but every dwarf is more of an asshole than most others, but they're still trustworthy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Burlock Ungot. I appreciate this, and I will not forget this debt that I owe you.
It's not a debt. We're here looking for each other.
It is a favor, then.
A favor I will accept. But know that I won't call it in. It's not that I need to. Because I don't want you to be holden to thinking that you owe people. You don't owe me. You don't owe any of us.
Then, of my own volition,
Of your own volition.
I will help you find that person.
And on my own volition, I will make sure you'll get back to Baldur's Gate. You have my word. So you can see her again. Holds out the hand to shake the hand. making sure it's the opposite hand. It's not the hand that has missing the finger. It's like,
Oh yeah.
there you go. Holds out the hand.
Yep. Just grabs the forearm, just
Like that.
shaking. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, let's get back to the others. There's a lot of things to do.
A lot of things to do and a lot of walking to do. We're gonna get our steps up today, aren't we?
Fuck. Forgot that thing happened. Fuck. All right. Yeah, we'll find something out.
I wonder if any of them, well, if our one motorcycle still works.
It was in the hold.
See it out now from this encampment. Trudging back through the canyon whence you came. And as the dragon skull recedes into the distance, a glance behind, there's a glow in its eyes. A subtle, you blink, it's gone, but you swear you see almost like a pleased expression upon it. Soon, you find your way back to the wreckage of Bertha and back to the scattered remains of the previous battle. Whereupon you look inside, and indeed, there is the motorcycle. It's a little beat and dented from the crash, but it looks to still be serviceable.
Can I look around for salvage? Try to do something. See if anything is salvageable or if anything else.
Also, can while Ashe is doing that, can I just say Kashara's name and see if she pops up?
Yeah. Fuck me, that was intense.
Yeah, it was.
Is this group always this exciting?
That was more exciting than normal. But
okay, good. I can only handle so much exciting.
But one of the reasons why you're here is to see what good and stuff is, power of people. I think that was a really good example of just talking and being with each other and having people to talk to. Just to help.
Yeah, it was.
Sometimes you don't need to fight. You just need to talk.
Honestly, I'm somewhat in agreement with Dead Hand McFuckface over there. I thought it was going to come down to a fight. Glad it didn't, though.
Oh, yeah, but do you think you learned anything from that?
Definitely. Don't go touching weird rings.
Well, that, and also you don't go touching weird rings. Don't go pissing off deities. And
yeah,
because that was
that was Tiamat, like for realsies.
Yeah. So technically, we now have a favor from the goddess of dragons. And yeah, that's just rough. I hope we haven't caused the worst problem. Solve this problem.
It's been a fucking day.
It has been. I also want to check on you. How are you going? Because this is not what you signed up for.
Definitely not. No. Let's see. I'm fine. Really. Just. Yeah, I can only handle so much excitement. Yeah. Like what I said. But I'm gonna stick it out.
Yeah.
Because
that's what we do.
Perks of being a familiar. I can just take it all and just poof right back.
But do you want to remember what you were?
What? What do you mean?
You have never. You
want a promotion? Is that what you mean?
No, not a promotion, but what you were before you became what you are now.
Oh,
before
fuck
you
no.
were in the river.
Fuck no. I'm down here for a reason, and I do not want to know who that person was. Okay?
Well, you never know. It might be something more. It might be something.
As far as I'm concerned, is it
different individual. Different individual. An individual who I really fucking hate. So I'll stick with this for now.
Okay.
Kashar's a new person.
Kashar's a new person. Good. But you don't have to be what you've always been.
You know how they say one of the great gifts of the universe is that you don't remember childbirth? It's kind of like that. I don't remember what it came before, and I don't want to remember, because that's probably fucking traumatizing.
Wouldn't surprise me, but if you do want to talk about this stuff, just, you know where I am.
Yeah,
Literally,
sure.
You know where I am.
Sure.
But
yeah. Absolutely. Thanks for the offer.
Always. I help my friends.
Hell, I'm a friend. That's nice.
Okay.
So, did that religious experience want to turn anyone to the priesthood?
No.
No.
Not for that god.
Ava's gonna go up to Lulu. You doing okay, Lulu?
Yeah.
And frozen.
Oh no.
I was like, is Lorian frozen for everyone else?
Oh, that's funny.
It's like Lulu.
I'm glad that someone went up to Lulu. I was like, oh.
Yeah. Just on the off chance, once I've talked to Kashara, I'll be helping Ashe with salvage. So if you
And if
just
this keeps
help.
going, we might have to take a break. Seeing Lorian is our GM.
Well, how about we take a break now so Lorian doesn't feel like he's rushed?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a dropout.
He's gone. There he is. Oh, there he is.
I was just about to text in the channel. I was like, I just heard you long enough for you to say, "Oh no, he's frozen."
Yeah, he just had to let it go.
I was just like preparing to act, and I heard, "Oh no, he's frozen." I was like, "What? Lulu's frozen? What? Oh fuck!"
Yeah, we got the Lulu jumping, and then you froze mid jump.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
And everyone's back.
Kind of as you approach her, you kind of like she takes her by surprise. What?
Oh, yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. I was just really, really scared back there. I mean, I knew you weren't going to sacrifice me, but I didn't know what they would do after that. So yeah, I'm glad that's over with. How are you?
Oh.
I'm fine.
I just want to leave.
We're fine.
Oh, I'm glad it's over as well. I just want to get far away from that. I look at the skull.
Me too. Well, I suppose back to the tower then. Although,
Looks at the wreckage.
I don't suppose you can all fit on that bike, can you? Might be a bit slow then.
Just throwing sheet metal to the side, like, oh, fucking useless.
Oh yeah, you weren't here for that. Lorian, I've gone to help Ashe to search for salvage.
Okay.
Once I've done with
So both of you make an investigation check, or one with advantage.
And myself.
Okay.
Sled's probably the best thing we can do.
I have a +9 if you guys just want to have me roll advantage.
Oh yeah, I'll give you advantage.
I've got a +7. Oh no, that's a different one. Yes.
I got +5 in investigation. So.
Yes. Flash of genius stat too.
You scavenge through this wreckage, and you find there's little bits of parts of the components of the engine. That's kind of maybe salvageable. Essentially, with that, you can easily find enough to patch together and just fix the motorbike up to proper condition, with full hit points and everything. But the the actual.
Oh yeah,
Fancy
Bertha's
break-
gone.
Demon
yeah.
grinder.
Yeah, Bertha's gone. The demon grinder's toast.
Can we make a
Any way
sled?
they could make like a sled or something?
We can drag behind the bike.
If you want to try,
There's lots of
Yeah.
pieces of metal around here. We might be able to get some flat pieces and.
kind of furnish it into a makeshift
Wheels on
motorbike-drawn
it.
cart.
Yeah, if that's possible, I
It'll
definitely
ta-
want to try.
It'll take a while though.
I'm thinking horse and buggy. If we can get reels, we can
I
do
would
horse and
say-
buggy. If not, just sled. It'll be a bumpy
That would take-
ride.
That would take probably the better part of the rest of the day to do that.
I'm good with that.
Auri, good news. Bike is fine. I could fix it up. Bad news. Demon Grinder is absolutely fucked. So, should we make camp here? If you give me some time, I can probably put something together.
Of course.
Strangely, I think we're safe here because we're close to them.
As safe as we could be, perhaps.
I don't think he's going to be attacking us after those events afterwards. So this is actually, strangely, I think, a safe spot. Even though we're exposed out in the open.
I mean, we are just ants to them, so I'm pretty sure they wouldn't go out of the way to exterminate us.
Oh, believe me, that thing, that hand, that's something serious.
What's up with the hand?
Okay, so like, I've only got a basic understanding of magic. I'm sure Reservoir will understand much more than this. From my idea of magic is that there's like good, so there's strong and there's weak stuff, and there's good and bad and stuff, and there's like the elements of like evocation and transmutation and all the bits and pieces, and then there's like necromancy, and that thing was a void of pure necromancy. So there was nothing living coming off that thing.
It's a zombie hand?
I've got no idea, but that was like he called an artifact, but that's part of his body.
Probably an inherited artifact from some lich or something. Probably. I mean, if it's undead.
Ever heard of anything like that?
Religion check with disadvantage.
Religion? Ooh.
If it's religion, I would have a shot.
Or history. History or religion, but disadvantage.
I'll go with history. Even at disadvantage.
No, Ava's got like no chance.
I'll have a go if it's religion. If it was Arcana, I wouldn't have been bothered.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, Arcana, maybe I would know something.
Oh.
No idea. Not a clue.
I haven't heard of something like that. I mean, I'm not a big fan of magics in particular, but
I see its use. It works.
well, yes. When you I want to say, is it?
Well, if you saw his tower, it's defended by undead. Cheap army.
Yeah. I mean, generally, magic isn't inherently, at least arcane magic isn't inherently good or evil. It's all in how you use it.
So
Divine magics are a bit different.
So the creepy dragon guy has a creepy zombie hand?
Yeah.
If you didn't see it before, yeah, he has one.
It was pretty clear as day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
he
I didn't-
like showed it off a little bit.
I seem pretty proud of it.
Well, my bigger question is, why does it seem that all of these powerful individuals make a tower of some kind? Why is it always a tower? Why can't it just be a nice mansionette, you know? Why is it always a tower? Is it because
Those mansions back in Baldur's Gate? The Vance
True,
Empress.
but
How is it?
they weren't magical at all? I don't understand why it's always a tower of some kind.
I
How
think
is it
because
nice?
Maybe they
It's
want to be higher up.
tradition.
Kishara actually pipes it.
I actually know this. It's harder to breach.
Yeah.
Because then you can only go one floor at a time if you're an attacking force. So that means you can keep retreating up and up and up and always have the higher ground.
Yeah.
And
That's
if you're
pretty much it.
particularly powerful, you're likely to have a way to fly, so going up doesn't trap you.
Also, status symbol. Like, higher is better, in theory.
I mean, fair enough, but why not just, it's a giant fucking landmark in the middle of a desert. So I mean, I guess if you're confident in yourself, but if I had a tower of some kind, I'd hide in a forest or something, or underground or something.
An underground tower.
A reverse
I'm
tower?
sure that
How would that work?
Ash, I'm sure plenty of people do have underground places or places that are hidden. They're simply not the ones we're finding for those specific reasons.
Exactly. Then why doesn't everyone just? It doesn't matter. But I'm just curious.
If it's
why
an
every
underground
single
tower, what
person
happens if it
across the tower-
rains?
Hey, Burlock. Do you know anyone with an underground tower?
I know
Do you
underground
re-
cities.
Do you remember that the sword you're looking for is in an underground temple somewhere?
Yeah, but it's not a tower.
Could be a tower. Seems to be the
Like
fashion.
someone
idea.
just dug a big hole in the ground and just put something down the bottom.
And then it rains and it fills up.
Not if you cover it right.
I mean,
It'll
it doesn't
leak.
rain in Avernus, so
It snows.
sure, that is true. Yeah, there was a lake here actually. Thinking back, why was there a lake in Avernus?
A lake of fire or a lake of water?
The
lake
lake
that
that
we
was
went-
frozen over.
Yes.
Well, it was. I thought it was magma that frozen over.
No, the magma came through. It was the lake. It was a lake of
No,
water.
magma becomes a rock.
what?
You're a dwarf. You know this.
It was water, and it wasn't
been enough for it
reddish
to-
water.
Is it?
But the Styx is red, correct?
Isn't
No,
ice
that's right.
technically a rock?
No, it's water.
No, it's a
No.
frozen piece of liquid. What do you
Um,
mean it's a rock?
And it's not usually a
Burlock,
weapon either.
Burlock, you kind of cringe at that.
Out of character,
You're-
it is a
you're-
rock. It is technically a rock.
Is it? Oh, wow.
Don't bring science into this.
Reservoir disagrees, as someone who has an affinity for the water.
If ice is a rock, then water is magma.
Exactly. That's
But is-
how
but is
Reservoir
mag-
feels about it. She's like, no.
So what's the river? What's this river Styx? What's that made of?
I'm pretty
You
sure
don't
that
know.
the river, it's water, but
I'm
it's
sorry. I just checked online and it's not a rock. It's a mineral, Marie.
It's not a rock. It's a mineral.
It literally is considered a mineral.
Yeah.
um
Oh, technically, it's monomerilytic rock.
Yeah, monomeric rock.
Science has no
all,
part in
Science-
D&D.
Science has no
all
place
Reservoir
here.
knows
But in
is
D&D
she can breathe
D&D,
water,
ice
she
does-
can't breathe magma.
So,
Just gets a thing of dirt and just says, "Here you go. Can you breathe this?"
so 20 years, my role-playing group was physicists and science teachers and math. No, science has no place here.
Yeah, I don't know if it was because the river Styx itself is red, right? Like when we see it.
Yes.
Yeah, but the water, like in the ice and that stuff, that was still like clearish, bluish, not red.
It was frozen.
Yeah, when it was frozen.
Most likely just a side effect of the artifact, to be
Yes.
honest.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Let's just chalk it
yeah.
up to being that. That's fine.
I
I
don't
don't-
get all this magic
No,
stuff.
what?
so-
No, Burlock just holds his hand like this. Goes, magic.
I like to do my best to try and understand the magic. But...
Of course.
It makes sense sometimes, but it is mostly math, to be honest.
And you understand.
I don't
the math
understand
behind
how-
everything.
I don't understand how Ash does what she does, but hey.
It's just
I'm
a
very
reaction of
curious about
things.
that.
I just hit things, so you know.
Yes, you
I'm
do
not-
it very well.
During all these
It's the
conversations, can we-
running all the way towards them, away from us. Then hitting
How
them.
am I
That's
supposed
the-
to hit them if I'm further away? Okay.
Let them come to us, then we have the advantage.
Can we just say during all this conversation, we're going around savaging, doing what we need to do to make the
Yeah. I'm
the
assuming
thing.
this is all going on in the meantime.
This is all
Yeah,
just banter.
I'm just
So-
bantering at this point.
Yeah. So Ash, I would like you to make a check with your Smith's tools. to
Smith's
see
tools.
How good this cart ends up being.
Let's
Any
do
help
it.
from us?
Natural 20, natural 20.
I shall
Yeah.
use Flash of Genius even before the roll comes down. Oops, should be at advantage.
27.
But plus 5 to that, so 32.
Holy shit.
This you could, if this had an engine, it would be a perfectly formed brand new war machine. It's that good.
Does it have
But-
cushions?
It's no weaponry or engines because those are all busted. If in fact with that, you could put a harpoon on it. You could mount one of the harpoons and salvage that, and mount it on the back of this
Incredible.
cart. So you have a harpoon.
We have a trailer with a harpoon on it.
You have,
We have a boat
with
trailer.
you have a sturdy trailer with a harpoon on it,
Oh, it's gonna be hilarious if you
I'm
go
good
back.
with that.
and it's good to lose yourself in work again. Like
Mm.
have something to really create for to create and have something to a tangible creation you can put forward.
This whole time while I'm working on it, though, I am putting Lulu to work. I'm bringing Lulu over, like, hand me his driver, hand me my tools, hand me this, hand me that. Go get that scrap metal over there. Go.
I can just imagine Lulu with her trunk just carrying all the tools.
Yeah, every time
Hilarious.
she hands it over, there's like a little.
Oh.
So, Ash, seeing this is your creation, you get naming rights.
Sure. Naming rights. Oh. How about... Ah, yes, I've got it. Perfect. Let's call it Suck It Tiamat. Perfect.
Can we shorten it to suck it?
We could call it
Suck
We could call it SIT if you want. That's fine.
Sit.
Yeah, we'll just call it SIT. How about
Yeah,
that? There we go.
abbreviation,
Perfect.
maybe.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Okay.
I look around to see. I know it's probably desolate as far as the eye can see, but still that instinct shit, did someone hear that?
Like, I mean, the skull is there in the distance, and its empty eye sockets are pointed in your direction, but it's kind of like, you don't know, it kind of gives you an uneasy feeling, but you're not sure.
Look at this masterpiece that I've made. It's perfect. We just need to, honestly, if we could find Man Maggie again and install some stuff on this, we could actually make it go. But I don't think we have time
See,
for that.
Ash, you are useful.
Yes, I am the best, actually, at this. So thank you.
And you're back to your fiery rays.
Of course. Yeah, of course, Warwick.
Can I do
Demo
a
cold
perception
bitch.
check on
Nice.
Ash to see if their hair has gone back to red, or is there still that little tinge of blue there?
It's gradually going.
Okay.
Yeah, the hair is returning to normal, but noticeably the skin near where the finger broke off
Mhm.
is still kind of black and looks frostbitten.
Okay. Before we bed down for the night, I'll just redo the bandage on the finger.
Okay.
Just-
It is very tender. It's very sore.
Appreciate
and-
it.
And like I said, it's like it is frost. It is essentially extreme frostbite, and short of short of a magical intervention, that is going to leave a nasty scarring of the skin. You don't think that'll ever go back to its original color?
Ava's gonna help out a little bit because she knows how to treat frostbite.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. Sure.
Do you
thing.
want? Okay.
So, medicine with advantage for Burlock with
Okay.
Ava's help. Just to.
Just to help.
If you think it would help, I can also
Yeah.
offer magical
That-
healing.
Stop! Everyone, stop! Back up! I'm fine. The finger is fine. It's all right. Thank you for helping out, but I don't need all of you to help me out with
Ash,
this.
I
you
alright?
don't
mean-
have a say in this.
I do have a say,
No,
and I
you don't.
refuse
I
to be
mean-
babied.
The last time we had someone have issues with their hands and that whatever that was, well, they turned into water overnight. So no, you don't have a say, and we're going to have to keep an eye on that for at least a couple of days, so you don't turn
It's
into
just
water.
frostbite.
Now,
Yeah, it's just
Ash-
severe frostbite. It's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, it's fine. Honestly, Ash is lucky. Could have taken off her whole finger.
could have been a crown.
Yeah.
Well,
mean-
Ash could have just built themselves their own hand.
Oh yeah, I could look like that dragon bone with an ice arm. That would be very cool, but
No,
it
mechanical
wouldn't be
hand.
something.
With spikes
Mechanical
and
hand.
blades or
I mean,
tools.
feasible, but it'd take years and years of research to do that.
Well, if we don't rescue Eltera, we're going to be here for a while, so...
So until we die.
Holes!
I mean, frostbite sucks, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I had an uncle that lost all his toes.
So can I count up to 15? Not 10.
No, he lost all of them on both feet.
Yeah, so we can count to 10.
Yeah.
Or
Start
15,
setting
depending
up
on
the
how many
dome.
fingers he has.
Right.
Anyway,
Let's take a long rest.
we were going to Maggie's
Graving set up on
tomorrow.
the ground. Graving set up on the ground. Soon, the dome bursts into existence. And once again, the stifling heat of this plane is reduced to a cool, temperate, comfortable atmosphere inside. And the smell of sulfur as well that you'd gotten so used to now it's like a breath of fresh air. So, setting up your encampment, crunching down on some horribly disgusting food. You settle down for the night, take a long rest. Okay.
Okay.
Are
we
we
doing
setting
watches
up a
or...
watch?
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. Are you setting up a watch?
I'll take first watch. Just keeping...
I'll take second.
All right. So first of all, Burlock, make a perception check. By the way, how are you making the dome? Opaque.
It's always we can always see outside, but it's like no one can see inside.
Cool.
And it's just the same on the outside. It's the same color as the sand, as the ground. There's not really a great place to
Yeah. that's
hide
fair.
all that here, so I figure that's probably our best bet.
All right.
All right.
Perception?
Burlock,
Yep.
Perception check. 20. It's not too long into your first watch. As soon as everyone settles down and goes to sleep, you hear flapping of small wings. And you watch as the little tiny red dragon hatchling from before flutters down and lands outside the dome. Kind of looks it around. Cocks its leg and starts peeing on the dome. And then it kind of, when it's done its business, it kind of turns around and snorts a little flat thing of fire before flying off. The rest of your watch is uneventful.
Yeah, I'm glad Ava didn't do a watch for that because that'd been fun. I go over, I wake up at Reservoir and just say, Do you remember that red dragon from earlier, little hatchling?
Yes.
I think it just marked its territory on our dome.
Good for it. We won't be here tomorrow.
That's good. How are you feeling? It's been a day.
It has. I think I'm just trying to catch my mind up with everything that has happened and figure out what we just did and if it was a mistake or not and what is going on.
Well, we deal with the problems in front of us, don't we?
Exactly. I think it was the right thing to do for now. I'm just terrified it's going to come back to bite us in the future.
Well, if it bites us, well, it bites us, but we're here to save Elturel first. That's what we promised.
Yes. So yeah, just figuring it out.
Yeah.
How are you?
I've been better. Let's see, we're in hell. I'm looking for my wife's spirit to see if she's in the river. We're potentially going to be battling one of the the leaders of Avernus. We've talked Ashe out of having a completely magical ring take over their body. Helped Ava with not freaking out in front of a Dragon Lord. Warwick. Trying not to kill himself down here, which he's probably going to try to do that anyway, so we have to keep an eye on him. Mort's still hopefully working in the cemetery, fixing that up. I really want to go and see her again. I miss her. And I'm entirely not trying to freak out right now. So, yay?
What makes you want to freak out most?
Who says I want to forget? This is what we are. We're a sum of our experiences. If we forget this, does it really matter what we did down here? That we helped all these people?
Of course it does.
So if we forget, does it matter? So if we forget what we've done, does it... I don't want to forget.
I understand that, but forgetting what we've done doesn't change the fact that we did something. I mean, I think about when you're little and you drive your parents crazy. And you grow up and you don't remember that. I mean, like, I know when I was young, I kept my moms up night after night just doing magic and being a kid.
Well, isn't that half the point of being a kid?
Yes, but my point is I don't remember every second of that, but that doesn't mean I didn't do it.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that they don't remember.
And they always bring it up at gatherings to embarrass you.
Yes.
What was the story they always told about you?
I used to have green skin.
Green skin?
I turned myself blue, and we spent months trying to figure it out. From what they tell me, I was tiny at the time. Clearly, we've never been able to.
Blue suits you.
I think so too. It's all I've ever known. I think they thought I was ill. But I'm fairly certain I was just little and...
I was half expecting stories like you would go out to the top of the window and just have a ball of water and just drop it out there.
Oh no!
Water bombing people?
I didn't need a bowl to do that. I could just. No, that was mischief making was more my cousins. I always thought that I was being helpful, regardless of whether or not that was actually the case.
Well, you're being helpful.
Yeah.
Your cousins.
But yeah, if we remember what we do, it doesn't change.
That we did.
I mean, the effect that it has on other people is still there. If we save El Terrell and wake up thinking that we've been in a coma for the past 4 years, or however long we've been down here, it feels like forever, the people will still be saved.
Exactly. And that, and helping people and that, for that, I won't mind forgetting. As long as it's to help other people.
Why do you think you'll forget?
Because I don't know what's going to happen. And that's what really scares me most of all. I mean, seriously. Hand his motions. We're here in hell. Avernus, sorry. Did you ever, in your wildest dreams, think you'll be here at all?
Never. I like to think I led a virtuous life, so I didn't think I would come here after death, and I don't think anyone expected.
Well,
what happened
look
to
at this way.
Elturel.
You're not dead yet.
No, not
You
yet.
didn't-
Hopefully not for some time.
And that's why we're here. We're here to look at each other, check each other's backs, and make sure that we can rescue the city and do what we need to do to protect everyone we care about. How do you feel now?
I think I've kind of grown a little numb to the terror. I think it happens in bursts.
Yeah.
Right now, when it's quiet, I feel all right. When there are dragons, I feel overwhelmed. Whenever we're facing deep moral quandaries, I wonder how the hell this all happened. No pun intended.
Well,
I just keep thinking about what I want to do, and it
then
keeps
that's the
me
question.
sane.
What do you want to do once this is all over? What do you envisage your end goal to be?
I mean, after
Yeah.
helping
after.
Elturel,
After helping Elturel, going back up to the plains above, what do you want to do?
I'd like to study magic more. There are a lot of questions that I don't yet have answers to. And I think that learning more, I mean, I've always thought that learning more will help me answer them. So,
That being said, if I am prying, please excuse me, but what's the question that you want to answer most of all? What's your driving force? What's the reason?
I
don't have to
think
answer
that's
to-
something I would like to keep to myself, yes.
Of course. Well, you know, if you ever need to talk, I'm here. And now
I
I shall
appreciate it.
sleep because I am. It's been a
It's
day.
a wise choice.
Taps Reservoir on the back. Says, it's nice to have a chat. We should do this more often. You
I
may have
hope
come in
to,
late, but you are. You may have come in late to the team, but you are part of it. Feel like you belong.
I appreciate it.
And
Sleep
with
well.
that, Burlock just goes, sleeps.
Alright. So, Reservoir, make a perception check.
Can do. Why do I keep volunteering for this job?
comes and goes, and nothing disturbs your watch. Who's next?
I'll go next.
Okay. You wake up Ava.
Nothing too terribly interesting so far.
Okay.
You doing okay?
I'll be fine. I'm just glad that all this is stuff with the dragons is finally
Over
coming
and done
to a
with?
close. Yeah.
Well, in the morning we'll get far away from here.
Yeah. I just
Good night.
night.
I'm gonna pass out again.
So, Ava, a perception check. 8. Much like the watch before, the comes and goes and nothing disturbs your party or the orb beneath you. The unfortunate nature of Avernus is that because it's never darkens here, you have to kind of make the outside of the dome slightly darker to give you shelter from the light, so it feels more like darkness for you to sleep. Makes it a little harder to see out of, so you can't really see much. Okay, for the last watch of the night, who would like to take it?
I think Ashe
Yeah.
needs to sleep.
I'm sleeping. I'm knocked out
Yeah.
for
Yeah, I go and wake up Warwick.
Are we
Last
alive
watch?
still?
Yeah. You've got last watch.
Okay. Anything happening?
Not that I can see.
No more dragons? No more undead?
I haven't heard anything.
Yay! All fun and games.
Okay. Last watch of the night. Please make a perception check.
I just want to also make sure that Ash's hand is not turning to ice and then therefore melting.
No. Does not appear to be.
Good. I thought you were about to say, no, piss off. That's what I thought. Perception, there we go.
$13. You do see activity around the tower. And occasionally you see a shadow kind of pass across the ground, distant ways away from you. You glance up and you see one of the dragons, presumably just patrolling around, fly past. And then continue on past the rocky canyons before vanishing, but nothing else. So, a new morning greets you all as you rouse from slumber. The dome collapses, and as it does, there's this acrid smell. Burlock, you know what it is, but the other ones can't quite place.
I did mention it to Dell. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
to Reservoir when I
You
moved
would
it.
both know.
What's that smell?
Oh,
Did anyone have any issues last night with their food?
that was the best night's sleep ever. And what the hell is that? It smells like an old tavern that's been abandoned for years. What is this?
Yeah. I told Reservoir earlier, but yeah, the Red Dragon, or whelp from earlier, decided to come by and mark their territory.
Fantastic.
So I think we should put in some time before we have our breakfast.
Yeah. and then after that, the plan is to go straight to, what was his name? Sorry.
Mordenkainen.
Mordenkainen. Yeah, let's go to his tower, turn in the blood, and then finally we can go find that sword for our little elephant friend over there.
We didn't want to go visit Mad Maggie?
I mean, if she's on the way, but I'm pretty sure.
I think we should go straight to see Mordekainen.
Okay.
Who knows? He might be so grateful at the high level blood. I don't know. Might give us a...
Do you want to lead the way? That is, if you're not going to charge off after people.
I can drive.
That's what I'm saying. You're the one that's got more experience on the bikes.
Okay.
You just tend to chase after things. That's the only caution.
Do we need to put soul coin in the motorbike? Because we haven't been feeding the motorbike soul coins.
I can drop one.
Yeah, we do need to feed it soul coins.
You would have to provide it.
I'll drop one.
Okay.
As the whispered cries of whatever soul inhabits this metal disappear into the bowels of the bike, it revs into life. Upon you get on and begin your journey. The bike is a lot slower than than Bertha was, and not just because it is a smaller vehicle, but because it is towing this large truck that was not built to tow, with all of you inside it. Damn beats, it would almost certainly be walking, but it's still a slower form of travel than a proper war machine. So, for the first day of travel, I would like Ava, as you are driving, to roll me 2d4.
D4?
Yep. Okay. All right. For the most part, the day's journey is uneventful. A little dull, even, as the canyons smaller and give way until bits of broken rock, until once again you're out on the vast expanse of the plains. And you travel, kind of trying to scout out signs of the river or a tower. And after about a day's worth of travel, you see a small section of rocks, kind of built up, almost pointing towards a central point. Just like bits of scattered boulders pointing towards something central. And you, deleted NPC, be quiet. Have they included him in, like, literally every single sound in this? Cartography, yeah, be quiet. Okay. And as you approach, as you kind of glimpse this distant rock, you see within a glowing light, golden in hue, different from the golden, sort of fiery yellow light of the sky and the horizon. This is a purer light, without the flickering waviness of embers or fire. It is steady and pure, just centered in amongst these rocks. And as you kind of make your way past it, you start to hear singing, sourceless, directionless, just suffusing the air around you. A pure, vibrant, terribly sorrowful song, sung by a single voice. in and amongst this otherwise quiet and desolate plain.
Yeah, that's bad. I think let's see if we can move on. Not camp anywhere near here.
Just by the by, does anyone here speak Celestial?
Yes.
I don't think so.
I don't. I'm.
Hmm.
I do.
Right, the two of you. The words of this song. You hear this. It's a dirge. It is a lament for Celestials lost in battle. A lament for those who have fallen. And it just repeats every so often. Different verses come and go of this voice just singing a sorrowful, what's the word I'm looking for? Requiem. This requiem echoing across the plains of Avernus.
It's kind of pretty.
Is it a danger to us at all, or is it? What is it?
I don't think so.
A lament for those lost.
It's almost like a memorial.
What language is it?
Celestial.
Lulu, do you know anything?
Is that one of your friends?
Lulu?
It's, no. But whoever they are, they're singing about the Hell Riders. And the celestial host that came down with them.
Oh, yeah.
Is this something that you will want to investigate for your own safety?
I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to have a look. Although there are things down here which can trick you, so...
Sound fair but seem foul?
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Just... I'd say be careful.
Well, I'm leaving this choice to you if you want to go and check it. Because would this help you?
Maybe. I
can
can't
jo-
say for sure.
We
let's
can
make
try to
it.
jog a memory. I mean, especially if this
Maybe let's-
person is, if this person is disrespecting the dead, then I think it's in our place to try and stop them from, trapping other Celestials, if anything.
It's our
It's not
place
our
to do
duty. I mean, thought we were the good down here. Is it not our duty to stop this kind of thing?
that. We can't do much good if we die.
If it is bad, I don't. That's the thing. I don't know if it is bad.
Well, let's make a group decision.
We'll never know if we don't go. That's all I have to say.
Well, we're
Okay.
here to help. We're here to help Lulu find their memory so that she can help us to rescue Elturel. And we can get everyone back to where they want to be. So, if Lulu wants to go, I'll go. Because it will help her.
Okay.
I think we should go.
Should definitely investigate.
I'm certainly enticed, though.
You head on over. And as you approach, the light appears to dim as you approach, so that within your field of view, it is always the same brightness and same size. From a distance, it would appear to be this huge, shining beacon, but it just gradually shrinks and shrinks down as you approach the rocks.
Why does this remind me of the companion?
How tall are
It
the
reminds me too when we first saw it.
The old one, the bright one, not the black one. But
Yes.
How big is like these rocks and boulders, and like how big is this structure?
The rocks are sizable boulders.
How far up does the little sun
The sun
float?
is inside, so the boulders are kind of like this structure surrounding something, and the light appears to be coming from inside.
How high up?
Low down in between.
Low?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a cage.
They still singing?
They are. I'm just trying to. There we go.
Can I say hello in Celestial when we get closer?
You approach, and as you do, you see a statue. You see a statue of a female angelic figure, eyes covered in a bandage so as to be blind, long hair flowing down over the shoulders. In one hand, a sword planted into the ground, and the other, a bowl clutched tightly to the chest. The wings of the statue are long broken. You see bits of the structure and the wings scattered to the floor, a feather here, bits of broken marble. Statues made entirely of this gleaming white marble. And it stands tilted to one side, stationary. And as you
Is it a
approach,
familiar visage?
not entirely. And as you approach, the song seems to be emanating from the statue itself. You glance up closer, and you see now, it's hard to tell whether this is just the crafting of an expert carver or whether it's real. But there appear to be tears flowing down cheeks of this angelic statue before running down a sort of a channel into the bowl, which, due to its slanted position, is half emptied, pouring out onto the ground.
As much as I is it? Can I use stone cunning to try to do a repair? And also an intelligence check.
This is a large statue.
Mm.
It is a good 10 feet tall. You could certainly repairs. You could certainly make a check to see what you could recall about the history of the material.
Yeah.
Certainly, is that for that the dwarf ability?
Yeah, I'm just looking now. So intelligence history check.
Lulu, is this familiar at all?
Yeah.
Vaguely.
Oh, sorry.
The song is familiar.
History.
Yeah. I should do advantage, but that's a decent enough roll.
You're not sure. The marble work is magnificent. This would be akin to something you'd see in a high temple. This is for something of this quality to be outside of a place of significant holy worship is unusual. Very unusual. How it ended up here, not sure. But this wasn't just done by an amateur. This was the best of the best work of a master craftsman.
Burlock is touching it, just doing the investigation of the work, and say, "This was done by an artisan. How did this get out here?"
The water is also in that marble, like the tears are in that marble,
Or is the tears
or is
coming
it like
out?
real water?
You approach from a distance, it's hard to tell, and it looks like real marble until it's almost like, have you ever seen videos of a laminar flow where it just looks completely still and stationary until you touch it, until it just kind of is disturbed? It's like that. A pure still flow of marble-like water, which looks like statuesque at a first glance, but second you kind of reach out to touch it, your finger's wet.
And if I like shape water, I can.
Yeah.
Does it take effect? Does it like? Can I move it?
It does, yes. Kind of lift it from the statue, and then the flow resumes.
Does my divine senses pick up anything?
You do. You pick up. There's no celestial fiends or undead around here, but in a very, very narrow circumference around the statue, no more than 2 or 3 feet, you sense hallowed ground.
Well, we've had one religious experience yesterday. Welcome to a temple.
What?
Well, and I stepped that. Thank you, Spectre the table. Reservoir, you have a D8 now. I stepped that 2 feet and say, well, and now I'm inside the temple, and I step out, and now I'm outside the temple.
Is that how temples work?
Well, the temple is a form of belief.
Certain magical effects might have.
It's hallowed ground.
This is incredible.
Hallowed ground in hell?
Yeah.
Does it?
Well, we've had snow.
That's the question. Why is there a temple of a celestial in Avernus that hasn't even been close to desecrated yet?
How far is the sun from this
Also,
statue?
when we walk into the hallowed ground, do we feel different?
Quite. There's you feel, I could say, more relaxed somewhat. Like there's a pressure that is just barely lifted from you. Whatever, and Warwick, the level of consecration is tremendously weak. It is faint at best. It's like whatever shred of holiness manifested around the statue is hanging on by a thread.
I would like to say, I like to whisper, say greetings, Celestial, see if anything responds. See if you found another one that's clutch into this area, or if it's just like a plain message.
You speak the word, and the song continues, seemingly unabated, but there is you sense a presence. You sense something heard you, but it didn't respond.
I would say make a prayer to the Hell Knights, or whatever they were.
Riders.
Yeah, Hell Riders.
Would Dell know more about the Hell Riders than I would, since she was in Elturel? Would that be general knowledge for Elturel people?
Good, yeah. I would say you wouldn't need to roll history. You know, the Hell Riders were essentially a crusade that ventured down into Avernus and never returned.
I will explain this to the others. And ask in Celestial, is there someone listening?
again. The song where the singing voice, where once it would, because the pattern of the song is repeating every so often, and there is a shift where once a minor chord was sung, suddenly a major chord, before returning to the familiar pattern.
I think. I mean, yes. So there's certainly someone listening.
Can I cast Identify on the statue?
All right. You cast the Identify. You expend the spell slot, or are you ritual casting it?
I think we're spending some time here, so I'll ritual cast it.
Okay.
And I'm doing ritual cast as well.
All right. They'll take 10 minutes, so we'll get back to you.
A ceremony.
Oh.
That's an hour.
That's an
Ooh,
hour.
yeah. Ceremony's a long time.
Yeah.
Do you have powdered silver?
I have silvered weapons. I can sacrifice a silvered arrow if that helps.
Yeah, you'd have to powder them.
It's up to the GM when it comes to that.
What ritual are you attempting to perform?
A funeral. Well, there seems to be they seem to lament to the fallen soldiers of that. So go through the processes of something similar as a ritual. The ceremony of those fallen.
I will save you the hour-long casting time and the 25 gold.
Say no.
And I'll ask you to make a religion check with advantage. So you begin to start this process. Start uttering the prayers in the way that you were taught way back in the day. There's this warm feeling that presides over you. You gain the effects of the Remove Curse spell, should you need it. And in addition, you see now the flowing tears. There is a glow that spreads down, starts to fill the bowl, and then drips off the side. A slight golden silvery glow to the water.
Do we have any empty vials that we can fill up with the
Oh, my
water?
alcohol ones, yeah.
If I cast Shape Water, can I stop it from spilling onto the ground and keep it suspended?
You suspend this sphere of slightly glowing water. And from your time working in Elturel, and living in Elturel, particularly working around the High Hall Grand Cathedral, it wouldn't be a stretch for you to recognize this as holy water.
Whatever you just did, I think we'll find this very useful. And I'll move it into the bottles when they're provided.
No, scull a bottle of what was once alcohol. Here's an empty bottle.
Tipped it.
Better be used.
Mm.
And after all, we're in holy ground.
Yeah. Once this is done, I will say in Celestial, we seek to finish Hellrider's mission. We are here to help.
I step out of the holy ground and tip out one of the bottles, though. There's certainly one bottle I'm not drinking. And come back.
Oh, of alcohol.
No, well...
It's of Ichor. It's in the Ichor bottle.
Oh.
Poisoned alcohol.
Oh, yeah, that bottle.
Yeah.
I've had for a while.
That's right.
Because I know someone's listening. I just want to say, we're here to help. We are trying to finish a mission. And after that, I would say Elturel needs help. Elturel's in Avernus.
Mhm.
We're here to help Elturel. We're here to find the sword.
Okay.
Sorry, a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, you say these in Celestial, and you feel the song just continues. It's ever going, ceaseless. But a surge, it feels like a communication through emotion comes over you. And there is this you feel bittersweetness. You feel deep, deep sorrow. And a glimmer of hopefulness just wash over you. And then it's gone.
I think. Are you a soul of the Hellriders? And I'll ask that in Celestial.
No response.
Maybe not then.
Lulu, how are you feeling?
Little melancholy, I could say.
Mm.
I mean, she's singing about people I once knew, can't remember. That's
Wow. It feels melancholy. It feels sad, but it feels hopeful.
yeah. I
You
like
felt
that.
it.
Hopeful.
Hopeful.
Um,
That we're on the right path. That we're helping.
Can
I'm not going to presume anything, Lulu. But I'm going to ask one more question of this. And in Celestial, I say, can you help my friend here remember who they are?
Again, no response but an emotion.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a sadness and a resignation. Would indicate that whatever inhabits this statue, maybe even the statue itself, can't offer help in that regard.
It was presumptuous of me to think that, but thank you for your time. And we will put these gifts to good use.
um
Hmm?
I'm gonna go a step closer to the rocks. And I want to see if I can see like through the gaps inside where the light is.
Where you're standing, you don't see the light at all. As you approached, it just shrank and shrank and shrank. It from your distance from a memory, it would be centered on where the statue is, but right now you don't see it at all.
Did my identify do anything?
Yeah. 10 minutes come and go. The spell activates. Nothing.
Okay.
Um, is the sword that the statue is holding the same as the sword I'm currently wielding?
It is similar, but not identical.
Does it look like the sword that we're after?
Definitely no. That sword that you saw in your vision was far more elaborate than this. This is a relatively simple. The statue is a relatively simple sword, but there are engravings in celestial near the base of the blade and on the hilt, which is not dissimilar to the redemption greatsword you wield, Burlock.
Do they say
But
anything
yeah.
in particular?
It says. Come up with this on the spot.
If it's not important, that's okay.
No, but it's not important. But it could be poignant if I think of something.
Okay.
I'll get back to you on that.
While you're doing that,
Good
can
to
I
know.
look around to see if there's any small bit of marble that I can take with me with the blessing?
There are certainly bits of marble, yeah, that you get around that you could pick up.
Small pieces of consecrated ground. The small pieces, I kind of asked Warwick. Right here, right, is where it's a temple, is what you said? There's a temple
About
here,
2
right?
feet emanating from that
All right, perfect.
is what's left.
Interesting. Can I take out a piece of food and cast purified food and drink in that small little area? I'm using a spell slot for this.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Again, the food. What particular item of food, if any?
Let's say a rotting piece of bread that was regular
Piece of
before.
bread. You take out this piece of bread, and it is hard as a rock. Stale and solid. You reckon you could smack this with Burlock's hammer and it wouldn't make a dent.
Or smack it against an enemy and it wouldn't make a dent.
Bring it in to near the statue. You cast. And it starts to soften. So it's pliable and soft, like it's freshly baked. Not hot,
I just drank
still
all my booze.
cold, but soft.
Wait, everyone, I found something very important. Put into our mission.
Food.
I take out the water skin of alcohol that I have, and I use the same. I also use another spell slot for this.
I think all non-magical food and drink within a 5-foot radius sphere, so you should be
Ash?
good.
I just drank vinegar.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh.
Persuasion
Yeah,
check.
it's a deity.
Ah, yes.
Double.
That's beautiful.
I just drank vinegar to get holy water.
Yeah. I'm just
You
going.
expend-
Empty the bottles
You
for holy
expend
water.
you expend the spell slot, and eagerly, finally,
Ah. Is that how it
it's
tasted before?
water.
Ah.
Wine to water.
That's not what I needed.
That's beautiful. I love it.
Pure and untainted, but water.
Ah. Shit. That was the rest of my liquor. Fuck.
Love it.
Reservoir is beaming. This is hilarious.
Same with Burlock. Burlock's on the ground laughing his head off.
Ah.
We're
I just-
completely out of alcohol.
Oh no, that's a problem. Just crestfallen. I just go down and sit down on a rock.
We're
Just
ahead,
hilarious. We got
Ash,
double
they're
ones.
fresh bread.
It's tragedy, really.
So at the end of the day, you settle down in and around this strange location. Enjoy a humble but fulfilling meal. And once more, you set up the dome. And as you set yourselves off to sleep, the song fades, giving you the quiet and peace of mind needed for a night's rest. And there we'll go to break.
And
Sounds
we'll
good.
be back soon with more death and destruction, like we were expecting, but did not expect a temple.
No.
Oh.
A
You
temple.
know what? It
Very
proves
nice.
that holy items can survive down here.
I was
But
half
not by
expecting
much.
sirens or something like that.
I was expecting sirens and some danger, yes.
Yeah.
There's sirens in hell.
There is the
Lucky
DM
us.
says there are.
If there can be snow in hell, there can be sirens in
And
hell.
snowmen and
There can
yeah.
be
Facts.
anything in hell.
True, true,
Yeah.
true.
Although if I find the head of Vecna, I'm wanting to have Ashe chop their head off first and test it because
what you're
I think
talking
we just found the hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's Arkin. It's Arkin.
Oh,
of
yeah.
course. Yeah.
Yeah.
It absolutely is, but in character we don't know that.
No.
Yeah,
In character, we're like, that's a
character.
creepy zombie hand.
That's
Yeah.
a creepy zombie and a very scary dragonborn.
Yeah.
Man, though, if I hadn't had disadvantage, that would have been a 26.
But either way,
Still not have succeeded.
Ooh.
That was a DC 30.
30.
Ooh. DC
Because-
30 with disadvantage.
Yeah, I know. Because DC 30,
Yeah.
because it is extremely obscure lore, disadvantage is because it comes from another plane of existence.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was from Exandria, not the Forgotten Realms. So,
and if you don't know what the head of the Vecna is, look it up.
think of the
It's-
eye. You think of the eye, aren't you?
No, the head.
Oh, okay.
There's a whole story about the head of
Okay.
Vecna.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
I remember what you're talking about.
Because you have to take off your hand to use the hand of Vecna. You have to take out an eye to use the eye of Vecna. There's a head of Vecna. Well, at least there's a story of the head of Vecna.
I have a player with the eye.
And a lot of bloodshed and dead people without heads in that story. Anyway, we'll be back soon. Have fun. Hopefully you've been enjoying it. This has been really not how I expected this session to go.
Alive.
Like I
Alive
said,
is most of that, yes.
I was not expecting those wisdom checks to be passed so easily,
Yeah, I had
which
whole
would
persons ready.
would have resulted in a fight.
A fight we weren't going to win.
Yeah, I really
Against Ashe,
I did not
we weren't
feel
gonna
good
win.
about those fights.
Oh.
It was the good role playing which granted advantage.
Yeah.
I'd like to say if I failed, I would have done my best to kill everyone.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
That's why.
Amazing.
That's why at one point I said I'm holding a spell. Like, that holding spell was like for a hold person, just in case. And I kept my mouth shut because that would have just pissed you off.
I wanted you to say stuff.
I know, that's why. I was even looking up friends. It was like, even with advantage, no, that's no, we're not friends. So I didn't. So
All right, let's go
we'll
back
be
to our
back
break.
soon. We're going
Okay.
back. Bye.
Catch you later. Catch you.
Hello, and we're back. Thanks for sticking around for our break. We're back with part 2 of this very unexpected, unexpected we're surviving episode, actually. Yeah. We're here. We're good.
So
So
far.
yeah, we have no car, but we've got a cart for our motorbike.
Right, a motorbike and cart.
Mm-hmm. And
Right.
a temple.
Okay.
We took a nap.
So, yeah. So your night's rest is uneventful, calm, particularly with the presence of the hallowed ground nearby, faint as it may be. And then the morning greets you, and is almost with a begrudging longing that you leave. You do notice, for those of you who, I think it was Burlock, you said you took a piece of the marble with you.
Mm-hmm.
You clutch hold of it and walk out, and as soon as you pass the threshold of those rocks, it just crumbles into dust.
Yeah, this thing's just barely holding on as it is. Please don't weaken it at all.
Well, it was a thought. It might be fashioned into a holy symbol.
If I could do anything to expand its hallowed ground, I would, just to piss off Avernus. And to help whatever it is, but just more so to piss off Avernus. I think it's warranted.
Yeah, I mean, we could piss off the wrong people, but pissing off the right people is probably a good idea too.
Look, I don't mean like pissing off people. I mean this whole place. This whole place is pushing it back. There's not much left of that temple or shrine or whatever it is left. Doesn't have much power left. But if I could have if we could boost it, that'd be great.
Well, we'll come back here once we're, ready to boost it, as you say. But for now, let's find that wizard's tower. Let's find Mordenkainen if we can.
Although the god of a blood might be able to. And no.
As
I
you
don't
proceed
think-
as you proceed from the site, you glance over your shoulder and watch as in the distance that speck of light appears again, and then maintains the same relative size in your field of view, growing as you wander further away until it is contained within the rocks, like a hand clasping a ball, as you drive on off into your next day of travel. So, day 2. Once again, Ava, could I have, as you were driving, or could I have you roll 2d4?
Okay.
To see what happens today. 5. Let me just get Syrinscape up.
Yes, we don't have sound.
I've lost the tab for the.
No.
Oh.
There we go. Exploring Avernus. That's what I want. All right. So let's see. 5. Okay. As you journey on, keeping your eye across the landscape, could I have everyone roll a perception checks?
I'm driving.
Okay. Burlock and Warwick, peeking out the back of this cart, you see the distance, it looks like an insect. Just buzzing, flying across the landscape. It's distant enough that you can't really make out fine details, but the shape is distinct. A bug of sorts. And then,
Mosquito? You might want to keep quiet and not be seen. No matter what that is.
Again with this NPC, I keep forgetting to silence him. Okay, I want to explain this guy. Because I'm sure you must be curious. This map that you have is haunted by the insane cartographer that made it. And I've just thought no, it's too cheesy, and I've just cancelled him, got rid of him. But he has a quip for every location you visit, automatically included in Syrinscape. So
there's a way around this.
Yeah, I need to remember to mute him before I play the sound set.
The way around it is to essentially build identical versions of every one of them, but without, and just not have that person.
I know, but
which is a lot.
Time-consuming.
Yeah.
But the thing is, most of them do have an option no comment.
Yeah.
But some of them don't, and I forget. So.
Thank you for telling us who the hell that was.
Yeah. Yeah. So I thought I'd explain it. So yes, in the original adventure, there's an insane cartographer haunting your map, which is. I don't know.
And instead, we just go forth by the power of belief.
Well, that's how the map worked anyway. The only thing the cartographer did is have a quip for every location you visit. He was no use otherwise. That's why I got rid of him.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
How to use? They're called comic relief.
That's true. That's true. All right. So, as you venture forward, you also spot in the distance what looks like a floating rock, different from the ones before, a paler color, and it looks like it's dotted with holes and weird shaped things. Hard to say from this distance. This rock is floating, suspended in the air, and it is tied to the ground by heavy chains of metal. And there's a couple of other ones, all sort of in an area around, all of them wrapped around with chain and tied to the ground, all of them pockmarked with these little holes and weird writhing shapes on top of them.
Does not look like where we need to go. Can we go a different direction, please?
You just keep traveling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that ain't right.
See another one of these insects wander just in and around these rocks.
Wait, do you think those rocks were the insect's nests?
I
That's
would
what
say
I was about to say.
Yeah, no.
Let's stay away from that.
yeah,
A different way, maybe.
we're not very fast anymore. I miss Bertha.
Is there a way that we can drive quiet? Don't
Really?
It's not really
I
a
don't know.
way.
drive casual.
Not
Yeah.
really, no. These machines are very loud.
Let's just stay away from it. Drive away.
On the upside, we don't have the big smoke or the dust plume behind us from Bertha.
Mm.
We never did get to use that big mall.
Unfortunate, but the past is the past. Can we go around, if possible? It's far.
Yeah, we're gonna try and stay as far away from the weird insect nest as possible.
Alright, you quickly turn and drive in the opposite direction. and above the din of the engine, you start to hear getting louder and louder.
Not good.
Very, very loud. As you
Alright.
glance behind you, and there's nothing there. But then turning forward again, suddenly bursting out of a mound of earth, this colossal wasp-like insect bursts forward from the ground. Black, chitinous skin, buzzing wings, and what looks like magma from its top going down its abdomen and down to its torso. This thing is enormous. It is the size of a horse, and beneath it this stinger pulses and writhes with vicious venom dripping down. Let me show you some art.
Oh, great.
Oh, there's art.
That's
That's
never
not-
good.
Every art of an enemy has been terrifying.
Oh, it's
Oh.
called a hell
Oh.
wasp. How nice.
Of course it is.
Lovely.
You rolled for murder hornets.
Yep.
We're supposed to leave that behind in 2020.
Ah.
As this thing bears down upon you, what is your immediate reaction?
Drive. Get the fuck out of there. Does the bike have a spot for Ica to go fast?
It does.
Got Ika.
Wait,
You want
does it?
I have some.
Yeah, it does. Okay, so
I'm gonna go fast.
Oh,
let
this
me-
is
I actually never defined what the speed of this vehicle is with it towing something. So let me just check the stats for the war machine. Machines. Here we go. So it is a Devil's Ride. So I'll put that on the map for
Yeah.
you guys as well. And let me check its stats. Speed 120. So I would say with the carriage, its speed is half to 60. And so with the Demon Ico, you could add. Does that add 10 or 20?
60.
I don't think it quite adds that much.
It adds, let me see. Demon Iker it's 30 feet. Yeah.
Adds 30. Okay,
Mhm.
bumping it up to 90. So you dump in the Demon Ica, rev up the engine, and actually, this is a point. Would it double the 120 to one? Would it add to 120 to be 150? Which then reduces it again by half to. Because that's what it would do logically.
I think we're talking
So-
science again here.
So
It's more
I would
math.
say because you're effectively your speed is halved from towing this heavy thing. It'll add 15 for a total of 75.
Yeah.
Okay.
Burlock will like to hold on for dear life.
Okay. You rev up the engine and shoot it forward past the Hornet as it starts to give chase.
If we're within
Right.
60 feet at any point, I'd like to cast Hold Person.
Is that a
I don't
person?
think this is a person.
Good point.
not
Not
a-
a person.
Do you cast the spell?
Humanoids, not even humanoid. Can't even do it. Oh, wait.
Mhm.
I will say you don't expend that spell slot. I'll
Yeah.
be generous.
Can I, however, cast polymorph on it?
You certainly can.
Okay.
Oh, you polymorph. I'm going to.
What is that? It is a wisdom saving throw, I believe. DC.
Let me double here. Let me just. Can I? Yes, it is.
16.
And it is a wisdom, right?
Natural 19.
Yep. Fuck. Well,
Push
Eldritch
your
Blast?
hand to... roll a d20. Eldritch Blast,
Oh,
that
right.
misses.
that's a thing that I.
Got 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna be shooting at it too, if possible.
Second one hits. Just. This thing is darting around in the air. Hard to hit. And you strike out with the Eldritch Blast. The first one goes wide. The second strikes it head on. That'll do... 6 points of damage.
And is the 20 on Wild Magic Sword really, really good or really, really bad? I haven't really known that
You
one.
gotta roll.
It's
you gotta roll
fine.
lower than the spell level.
Okay, so it's really
Plus
good.
expended sorcery points for Metamagic.
Yeah. So, I mean, it depends on if you want wild magic or
29
not.
will definitely hit.
Yeah.
This thing is strikes. It shatters its mandibles in anger.
Oh, still alive.
Yeah, it is going to fly its right up towards you because it had a head start. You moved 75. It's got a speed of 60. It meets you and it grabs onto Lulu.
No.
No.
Well,
Nope.
It's
Burlock
going
would
to
like-
attempt a grapple.
Oh.
Natural 20.
No, no.
Okay. Lulu's gonna attempt to escape. Nope, natural 2. This thing grabs hold of Lulu and then lifts away from your car as it drives away before it starts to turn and fly away.
Would attacks of opportunity
Attack of opportunity?
happen? Yeah.
You certainly could.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, can I check something?
Why did I take Warcast?
And how quickly do I notice that Lulu's gone?
I know. I should have taken one.
It is a blink and you'll miss it scenario. This thing just went, and then there was flashes of spells all of a sudden, and it just went and lifted her away.
Can I use my inspiration to re-roll that?
It seemed very targeted. Yes, you may.
I
give Lulu my inspiration.
It gets a natural 20?
Oh. Look at.
She rolled,
Oh yeah.
Do the rest
2,
of us?
and then she rolled a 3.
I.
That will not hit. Redemption will hit.
Yep. So that's 14, 15, 16.
14.
Plus, I'm using Sentinel, so it can't move.
Okay.
But we're moving.
Yeah, that's the problem. You strike at it, and still holding Lulu, it falls to the ground, but you just continue driving. So you...
Do the rest of us realize that Lulu has been taken? Is it just Ava that doesn't know who's driving?
I think Ava would... Ava, you could probably glance back at everyone's yells and see that that's happened.
Okay, well, I'm gonna turn around and go back for Lulu. I'm coming, Lulu!
Alright. You spin around your vehicle. And it's... so it is... So you've now gone... So yeah, you'd be 15 feet now. So you spin around. Let's see. I'd like you to make a driving check. So
Then
yeah, because you're towing something as well. You can't just spin it around. So this is going to see how quickly you can turn this thing 180 with the wagon intact. So could you roll for me a vehicle handling check with your dexterity modifier?
I'm just gonna roll dexterity then.
Yeah, so for you it'd be straight dex probably.
don't you have drive land?
14.
No.
Okay. You spin around, but by the time you've turned completely around, this thing is up on its feet and is starting to lift into the air. You are now about 30 feet away from it. Everyone may try and attack it again if they wish.
Not in close combat.
Is it? Yeah, it's a little bit far away, right?
30 feet away.
30 feet.
Just making sure. Can I conjure my arcane cannon as well, actually?
Sure.
I have to conjure a ballista.
Remember, we have the harpoon.
Oh, yeah, we do have our
Oh yeah, we do have the harpoon.
Fortunately, now it's facing away from it.
Perfect!
Although you could kind of turn it 180, but then you'd have to be hanging off the back of the moving truck. 22 will hit. 10, starting to look bloodied, but it is still holding on tightly.
And you said this is
17 will miss.
30 feet away?
Yeah.
30 feet.
Can we see Lulu?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Can I
grapple Lulu.
Jump.
Or attempt to.
No, yeah. Can I jump off and run over? And then if I can get a hand on Lulu, I
Jumping off a
can.
moving vehicle.
Well, she
Yeah.
probably
That-
did it while
yeah.
I was turning.
Yeah. So, because you're jumping off a moving vehicle, I would say make an acrobatics check for your to sort of duck and
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah. Because you probably did it while I was turning and it was slowing down.
23. Nice. You jump off and expertly, almost copying Ava's sort of movements, duck and roll and go back on your feet and you're running.
As soon as I can, if I can get a hand on Lulu, I am going to dimension door back onto the vehicle and
This is the
just
worm
like
all over again.
throw myself over her
I
to like
misty
hide
step.
her from the creature. Oh, you did?
I misty step to the creature and try to
Misty
grapple.
This is the worm all over again.
Yes, to try to
Okay.
grapple Lulu
Sorry.
out. And if Reservoir is trying to do
Yeah.
that, I would essentially be doing a help
I think-
action.
Okay.
We
So,
can-
so first of all, you misty step and you try and wrest Lulu free from this thing. Make a athletics check.
Okay.
Yes.
19.
It rolled a 19. So you're kind of stuck together. What is it contesting? I think defender wins in contesting, right?
I would say
believe
so. Action surge.
Yes.
All right, you try again.
I've
Weird wasp.
Oh, it rolled a 21.
Oh!
Mm-mm.
Fuck, wait, can I do this after I know the result?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can.
Quick,
can
flash of
do-
genius.
So it says I can do
think you're
so
too
after the
far.
creature rolls, but before any effects of the roll occur.
Oh, so yeah, you'd have to call that before I
Yeah.
said 21.
Damn.
So you run up now, your hand outstretched. For purposes of it, because it is grappled and the wasp is going to try and avoid your hand
Yeah.
outreached, because it doesn't know if you're reaching for it or attacking it or what.
I think. yeah.
So
would
Make-
mine be a help action?
yes. So make an
Yeah.
attack roll with advantage.
Okay. With my
using-
spell attack?
Yes.
Okay. I think I have to roll that manually.
Yeah. So it would be just D20 plus charisma, so D20 plus 5 for you.
Oh, it doesn't. Well, it would be d20 plus 4. I don't add my proficiency like I would with the spell attack.
Because it's not really a spell. It's you trying. It's. I would say go for it. Yeah, you are casting.
Okay.
Yeah. And because Warwick is helping, 16 will miss.
Sorry, it's with advantage. I just forgot to put it.
22. You reach out, and as this thing tries to move away, you reach out, just a finger touches Lulu, and suddenly both of you disappear, and you are back onto the vehicle. I think at this point, the chase has failed, so let's roll some initiative.
I'm highly hoping there's one of these.
Yep. Theater of the mind, correct?
Yes. Okay. For this. So I will just drag your character tokens out onto the map so you can use them as reference. Oh, you've got them there. Okay.
Yeah. That's my initiative.
How
I have
do I?
advantage of initiative now.
How do I put? Where's Ava?
If you just go into where your character is and drag it on.
Yeah.
Where is that thing?
Oh, there we go. Hang on, I gotta re-roll mine to get it on. But I got a 20, 25, so I gotta change it.
What, 12?
Wait, oh, I accidentally was clicked on the demon rider. Damn.
Demon,
Well,
yes.
You are driving the Demon Rider, so it does
That
make
is
sense.
true.
Can we just make a rule that the people driving these vehicles need to have drive vehicle?
No.
Oh, they're learning
You
on
were
the
the
job.
one who asked Ava to drive it,
she
if I
said she
remember
can.
correctly.
True.
Because she said she can.
I just have high deck.
You do.
Yeah, you can drive a land vehicle without having proficiency. Have you ever drove on the road? Plenty of people are not very proficient, but they do it anyway.
My goblin tried to, and he's 8 years old.
You want to remove the demon rider initiative?
Yeah. Okay.
Wow, that's like 25, 23, 20, 20, and 18.
Yeah, that's some ridiculous initiative.
We're protecting our Lulu.
You're avoiding my encounter.
We'll never go to the nest. You can't make us.
Don't wanna.
Welcome to GMing.
Yeah.
Murder Hornets. Nope, 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 nope.
Fucking 7.
Trying to think, the encounter, I kept on trying to do the rusted daggers. And every time I pulled it out, you killed every one of them before they got dragged.
Can we roll this well, like, every day?
No, but this is just her initiative. We've got a hit as well.
I know, that's what I mean. Like, can we keep rolling this well all the time?
All right. Ava, it's your turn. You are driving the vehicle.
Okay. I'm gonna drive up to close enough to work to get on.
Okay, which is right next to
Hang
this
on.
thing.
Hang on, let me think about this. We're only 30 feet away from work. I'm gonna maneuver it so I can like hold action for a quick getaway. I'm gonna, yeah, and then once work's on, I can just go
Okay.
away from it.
Okay, so you swing up and then you turn it to face away for an escape. Reservoir, it's your turn.
I am going to... I'm just going to try and hide Lulu, if at all possible. Like, can I just, like, stay above her and like take an action, I guess, to like defend, I suppose, or like I'll take a dodge action and kind of cover her.
So you take the dodge action and you're sheltering Lulu.
Yes.
All right, Burlock, it's your turn.
How far away is the murder hornet?
Right next to you.
I didn't want to get that close. I still wanted to be like 10, 15 away.
Okay, so yeah, 10, 15 feet away.
Go.
Okay. As I said, it's the worm all over again. Well, I can't get into range because I have to be.
Oh, by the
next to
way,
it.
Ava, roll me a d20.
Oh no.
Mhm. Oh no.
Don't know what this is for, but I don't like it.
Okay. So yeah, Burlock, it's your turn.
I don't like it.
Can I hold an action to attack if the hornet comes within range of river, reservoir and Lulu?
Sure, absolutely.
I'll hold an attack action for that.
Okay.
And my rage would have dropped by now.
You had raged before?
Yeah, when I did the first attack on the
Oh.
Yeah, so rage would have dropped.
Oh well, I thought you didn't. I thought you hadn't. So that's an extra 3 points of damage.
No, I actually factored that into that thing.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So I did
All right,
rage,
Ashe.
but my rage would have dropped.
Ashe, it's your turn.
Okay, well, since I still have both of them up, my cannon up, I'm just gonna do 2 attacks. So, Ray and Ballista. Let's do it.
That first one hits.
Oof.
The second one does not.
That second one's banned.
This thing is looking real bad right now.
Okay.
Warwick, it's your turn.
15 foot away, you say?
Yeah.
15 feet, yeah.
Well, I guess I do 2 attacks on it and then run to the vehicle. I don't know why you're so close though.
Okay.
I need a room to turn.
22 will hit.
10 and
Both hit. And with that, you carve up this creature, slicing it. And it kind of lets out the shriek as it falls to the ground and stops moving as its body kind of curls up inwards and twitches. And no sooner do you dispatch with one than 2 more arrive over the crest of a hill, peering into view.
Time to go.
15 foot of movement and let's go.
And then I use my held action to do 1 full movement away.
Well, so turning the vehicle is an action. So on your next turn, you'll be able to go. So
Okay.
I first need to roll initiative for these 2.
You know, I can run to catch up. You didn't have to be so quick, so close.
Yeah, but we were still facing the wrong way. We were still facing towards the hornet.
I could have caught up.
8 plus.
I still would have had to use my action to turn around.
10.
I can do 90 feet around.
I still would have had to use my action to turn around.
Okay.
Because we were facing
Okay.
towards the hornet, not away from it.
So its go. It is going to. They both beeline for you, Reservoir. And they are both going to attempt to sting you with disadvantage because you took the dodge action. Let's see. Where's the thing gone? Oh god, where's their sheet gone?
Can't find the sheet. Yay, we win.
A 22 to hit. Oh, disadvantage. Yeah, 22. For the first. And then that's it. So they each sting you once and attack with their talons like claws. So the sting hits, the talon, 10. It's gonna miss.
Yeah.
For the first one. Second one, 23 or a 9. So the sting misses on the second, but that's cocked. Natural 1. All right. So just one sting hits you.
And since they enter into my range, we'll get an attack on one?
Yes, you would.
Okay.
You take 7 piercing damage and 6 fire damage, and I need you to make a con save.
Yep. Just 1 second. Constitution save.
17. This venom pulses through you. You feel your muscles tense, but you shake it off. Okay. Now it is Ava's go.
Hey.
And I didn't hit.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So, no, 14 would not hit.
Action. So I'm going to use my movement action. I do have
basically.
Can I
use
dash?
your action to propel it up to speed. You can't dash with the vehicle. The vehicle can go up to its speed and no more.
I'm going. We going.
Yeah. So 75 feet of movement. You rev the engine and streak off. They're going to see if they can hold on because they were jumped on the carriage. So the first one is going to be an athletics, a 15, which will hold on, and a natural 1. So one of them, as you zoom on, it kind of, the one that missed Reservoir twice, it swings, and Burlock, you miss with your sword, but then as Ava speeds off, you kick it with your boot, and this thing flies backwards and just catches itself in the air as it is left behind in the dust. But one of them is still there, like kind of, if the cart was like this, like a box, it is 6 legs over all of you. It's stinger, a bit like Frodo and Shelob at the end, just like hanging over you, the stinger kind of pulsing and kind of striking downwards, mainly towards Reservoir, because it's after something. Reservoir, it's your turn.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast Arcanist's Magic Aura.
Okay.
And I am going to target Lulu, and I am going to make it seem as if she is not a celestial, but just a beast. So I'm using the mask function.
Okay. Let me read this ability. Divination, creature, effects last the duration, cast on the same amount of 30 days, yada yada, false aura. Yep. Mask. Choose a creature type. I was just wondering why it said spell save DC, as if there was something to save against that trick.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
It just happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Do that. And there's a confused buzz. And the Hornet just kind of like looks around. And you appear to have confused it, but it's not going anywhere just yet. But you get the sense that worked for removing a sort of sense that it may had. Well done. That is a very niche spell that is great for just this situation. Burlock, it's your turn.
I'm not going to rage. I'm going to attack it twice with my greatsword. So first attack. 21.
21 hits.
And second attack. for 16.
Misses. Okay, just swinging up at this thing. You're now carving into it.
Yeah.
Ashe, it's your turn.
Okay, I believe I'm going to be just attacking it. It's the biggest thing I can do. The one that's farther away, the one that fell off. I think I'm going to be attacking that one because the one that are next to me, is it right next to me? Right next to me? One that they're attacking.
It's like above you.
Okay. Would I get disadvantage if I ranged attack?
You would,
it?
yeah. It's definitely within 5 feet.
Okay, then. Actually, can I I'm gonna hit it with the Force Ballista first. So
Okay.
disadvantage.
The one that's next to you or the far away?
The one that's next to me.
Okay.
Fourteen's a
14 will
miss. Okay.
Kind of angling up as the cart is bumping along. You fire off, but it goes streaking past it through its legs.
Okay, that's a problem. I can't back up, huh? The sled's too small. Let's see.
Very confined space.
Then I just have to attack it again because I have disadvantage regardless. There's a hostile enemy next to me. Let's see. Let's do it. It's a miss.
Both miss. Striking up 2 bolts of light energy, strike up and miss it completely. Warwick, it's your turn.
Let's go for the legs. Try to get it loose off here.
Okay. Roll to hit. Natural 20.
Alright, smite it.
20 points of damage
Smite.
right off the bat.
I'm guessing it's fiend.
It is a fiend.
Yes, it is a critical. There we go. Lots of dice explosions.
Oof. You obliterate this thing. Charging up your halberd, you strike it down as the mandibles just open, and you go right through its face, continuing downwards into the boiling, burning magma inside before a blast of radiant light explodes outwards, and you are all scattered with insect viscera and boiling hot blood.
Sorry, I was just aiming for the legs.
Yeah, perfect. Fine. Let's get out of here.
And you drive on into the plains, and because of that Nicel's magic aura, no more give chase.
Oh.
What
We survived the murder hornets. What's next?
What a niche. Oh.
Yes, actually, I should have thought about that before. I suppose.
Bad, you'll never get to see that dungeon.
With
That mini dungeon.
I'm sorry, but no.
It's fine. It was a pretty nasty one, to be honest. Not nasty as in difficult, just I'll tell you about it after we log off. Right. So, you power on through, leaving the hell wasps and their nest behind you. And for the latter half, well, first of all, you find up a place to rest for this day. And camp, for brevity's sake, camp out the night, finding a section of rocky crevasse to set up the dome beneath, out of sight and out of mind. Is there anything anyone would like to do while you rest for the evening, or shall we proceed to the next day?
Check to see if
Does someone have another vial of demon ichor? That was my last one.
That's a fair point. I'm gonna need you. Let's check the rules for this.
Okay.
But once it's going, it just goes. You can't turn it off. So how many rounds? How many rounds does it last for? That's important to know.
It would be 10 rounds if it lasts for 1 minute.
Okay, 10 rounds. So I need Ava. Roll 8d20.
Oh shoot!
You've
Doesn't
already
sound
rolled
good.
2. day.
no.
A couple of times, the engine sputters, and you feel like it's almost about to give out on you, but it continues powering on forwards. You rolled a 1. Engine failure.
I got a feeling that Ash, I think we might need some maintenance on this engine.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'll as soon as we can do it, just in case.
Yeah, can I hold on to someone's demon Ica just for another emergency escape if need be?
I've got 4, so you can have one of those.
Okay.
Lulu, if you wouldn't mind, it is just an illusion. If you wouldn't mind, do you mind if I cast that on you again? Just in the mornings, I think it might.
That's really clever. How'd you do that?
Well, I figured they might target you because they've got a description of you, but frankly, they don't seem too terribly intelligent. They were bugs, giant bugs, but still bugs. So I thought they may be able to sense that you were different, particularly from the rest of us.
You're saying they're racist?
In some way.
Yes.
I'm saying that they could sense that we are humanoids, more or less, and they could sense that she was divine.
Maybe they hunt celestials. No.
Possibly.
There's a lot of things on. It seems a lot of things want celestials down here. The disguise would be fantastic.
Yes. If I will do my best to remember, but if I ever miss a day, please do remind me. If I do it enough times, it should take hold more permanently. It will still just be an illusion. It won't change what you actually are, but it will change how you seem to them.
Okay. I could have used that a long time ago. That's really clever. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry it didn't occur to me before.
It's all right. It's all right. I mean, there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of things to keep track of. It's a lot of stressful stuff. It's absolutely all right. Better late than never.
That's quite true, yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Reservoir was stung by one of the.
She was, yes.
Yes. I would spend some of my time just to help mend, do first aid, and just make sure there's no poison.
The wound kind of aches and throbs somewhat with the poison, and your muscles around there are very stiff. It's kind of hard to move. But yeah, you part of the time you sit down to rest at the end of the day, you kind of take heed, you kind of extract some of the toxins and bandage it up somewhat, and it's all good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Certainly have worse, but never want to end the day feeling too terrible.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not much further to the tower.
It's all up to the power of belief, so
We'll get there eventually. We'll get there
we'll get there when we need to be there.
We get there when we get there.
Or after we're dead, who knows?
It's true. Can I start you doing maintenance on our transportation? Let's see.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I was half expecting during that whole thing for there to be like checks to see if the carriage falls off.
No, it's well made.
Well made.
That was a natural 20 to roll. That was a 32 to make it. It's very sturdy.
Yeah.
Definitely. That might have been a consideration if that roll were poorer, but that was very good.
Fair enough.
Did the bike take any damage actually, or no?
No, it was not targeted.
Okay, go.
Okay.
All right.
Anything else people would like to do before the day's end, or shall we move on to day 3 of travel?
Healing light. Good.
Okay.
Reservoir.
I appreciate that.
It's only 5.
Not too bad though. I wasn't down too terribly much. Just a little sting and nothing life-threatening.
Is it wrong of me to want to try to extract the sting, or did the sting just?
I don't think you'd be able to do anything with it.
No,
I can put it. I can put it on a stick and use it as a javelin.
I think at this point it's well enough into my bloodstream that you would just be bloodletting and making me a little dizzy.
Does that mean that we need to take your blood and then use that?
I would really rather you not.
But yeah. That day.
Ashe, how are you feeling?
Better. I mean, my finger, just pointing up the finger, it's still, well, a piece of it's gone, but it's better. It reminds me of why I'm here, or rather why I'm staying, so.
I think she meant in your head.
Well, I'm fine. I'm better now. Thank you for your concern, but I'm doing fine. I think the major thing is that we must focus and get out of here safely, all of us, if possible.
We will.
Yeah. Hopefully so. Hopefully this wizard doesn't screw us over.
Well, there's always Mad Maggie's sister.
I mean, this
Maggie.
wizard did send us out to get this blood. I would argue that they've already screwed us over.
We've been out here for a while, haven't we? Just trying to find some blood for running an errand for a wizard that we don't even know. But it's fine, I guess. We're almost done, and we'll finally get Lulu back to where she should be.
Well, we'll have an idea where the sword is that we'll need to find to get the Lulu back. To get...
To
it's like
destroy the companion.
I can just imagine Burlock just flips over something. It's like a big giant Venn diagram of all the pieces of string.
We need the sword because the sword will help get rid of the companion.
Yes, but the companion's only one part of the contract. The companion only was there to bring the city down. The contract was separate for the people of the city.
No, but if the companion's not there, they're no longer under the light of the companion.
That was for the city.
Yes, the city won't
There was
be.
a separate section for the people of the city that took the oath.
Oh, this is going
Doesn't
to
anyone
be
remember
fun.
that?
This is going to be fun. That means that we should probably try and gather some treasure, you know, in case we have to negotiate with Zaria herself. What would she want? I don't think we have another ring.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should try and find another one of those mind melding rings, I guess.
All right, everyone, keep on the lookout for some place that's turned into a frosty, frozen area, or a swamp, or something that's out of the ordinary. For hell, of course.
We found a swamp. I think I was on our second day here. We found a
Oh
swamp.
yeah, we did.
But is that a natural occurring thing in Avernus? That's the question.
Is
I don't
anything here
know.
natural?
Well, I
And
mean, out of the ordinary. I think something that's ordinary would probably be out of the ordinary for here.
Like the
anything else.
temple or the statue?
Oh,
yeah.
we could have traded the statue. Oh, that is right.
I think if we brought the statue out further from that area, though.
Oh yeah,
I mean, you saw what happened to the small piece of marble, and
Yeah. Kashara.
frankly, if that's the one good thing down here.
Kashara, you okay?
could have blessed Kashara
yeah,
in the
yeah.
holy water.
Yeah. Ah! Ow! That stings!
An idea.
Don't
Yeah.
look, I'm not completely unfielded yet, so don't go smashing me with that stuff.
Oh.
We could have baptized you in the bowl.
That might have had very bad results.
Or could have worked. You don't know
didn't
until we
feel-
experiment.
I didn't feel like I could enter that place.
Okay, I was going to ask you about that.
I
I'm
was
sorry.
like I didn't try, but I feel if I did, I probably would have just met like a wall. I don't know for sure though. Maybe I should have tried.
More holy
Maybe
water.
when we get back there.
If we get back there.
If we get back there. But yeah, so you're all good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm good.
just making sure.
I feel that.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go to sleep.
Okay. Again, an uneventful night. Rest up, recover. Make your way for the third day's journey.
In the morning, I will cast Magic Aura on Lulu.
Okay. Keep a tally of how many days you've done that.
I
So
will.
This will be 2 now.
Yes.
I'm guessing 2d4.
Yep.
You can do it on your sheets, other resources, and just keep on adding.
3.
Honestly, why is Ava even driving?
Because Ava said she can.
He likes the bike.
Murder hornets.
Hey.
Hornets.
You hear the buzzing? No.
Somehow they've seen through it.
Once again, you are driving now, and it's starting to get pretty obvious how painfully slow this setup is. Like, those hornets were very easy to catch up with you, which might not have been a problem with a faster vehicle.
With Bertha. I miss Bertha.
Trundling along. And suddenly, ahead of you, a dark speck of an object seems to erupt out of the ever-crimson horizon. Blurred by the shimmering heat, it's hard to discern whether the object is flying or jumping. But it continuously comes into view for a brief second, before quickly disappearing again. And
Let's turn around.
I'm gonna stop the bike for a second to watch it.
make
Which
a
way
safety
shall we
check.
go? Oof.
7. It's the heat and the haze is kind of rubbing against your eyes, making it hard to gauge just what it is. But the movement is not entirely natural. Doesn't seem like organic movement.
Guys,
What's up?
what do you see that? Something's moving.
I see
Where?
absolutely nothing. Let's turn around and go somewhere else.
Over there. Ahead of us.
Is that just some kind of speck down there?
Okay, anyone who else wants to make a perception check?
Perception. Dink. Nope.
We're all blind.
Well, it wasn't a hard DC. So, Burlock, Karsh, and Burlock, Warwick, and Reservoir, you peer, and you see now the shape wheels. Not much unlike the bike you are being towed behind right now. You now see peering this motorcycle go vroom, 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 up and down.
A motorbike?
Going over jumps.
What's over there? What do you see? I can't. My eyes are a bit. Some sand got into it. What's over there?
Don't know how to describe it. It's like one of our bikes, one of this bike, but going over jumps.
there a person on it? Or is there a fiend or something on it driving it? Or
Appears to be a figure on it, yeah.
Is it more like as if it were like at a skate park, or as if it's like on a trampoline kind of jumps?
More the former.
Okay.
Oh god, we found
you found someone doing
And the
BMX.
crusty demons.
literally.
Maybe there's a show.
Oh,
Can we
God.
make out anything about the figure on it?
Not from this distance.
Okay.
Do you
Are
wanna
we
get
going in or
closer?
out?
We're going in.
Go around.
I feel that we should go and try to meet up with this person. And I know that none of you will agree with this, but if we get 2 bikes to carry this place, we'd move faster to tow this thing.
That's true.
Like 2 horses.
Exactly. Maybe this person is a nice person and we can negotiate. Or maybe they're not a nice person and we need to, you know, put down the iron hand of justice or something. Something to justify our actions for stealing their bike. Let's go look inside.
Kashira, how many nice people are in this place?
Very few.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
let's
know
go.
I know of 6, and they're all pretty much right here. Oh, and I suppose the people in Elsewhere as well.
Okay, well, let's get going. So, we're gonna go
going to
closer.
Okay.
We're going to a demonic BMX club.
We don't know what it
Closer,
is.
you-
We've got our
as you-
own bike. We can join in.
Yeah. As you come up closer, you realize it's moving up and down this large rock that is very roughly shaped by wind or whatever into a semicircular pattern, and it is going up and down and up and down. You can barely now make out, as you approach, the bike comes up to a stop on top of one of the thing, and you can just barely make out the humanoid figure who jumps off. He seems to have spotted you as he frantically begins waving a hand. And you might be mistaken, but you could swear you make out a large grin on this figure's green face, even from this far away.
But it looks like a happy grin, not like local evil grin.
They look nice. You could probably
I'm
negotiate for
gonna
that bike
wave
easily.
back.
They kind of wait for a moment, waving. Notice that you're not moving, then just jumps on the vehicle down the cliff and towards you.
We've got a sled. We're not going to pull that up. Ava, do not drive up that with us on this sled.
No.
It's not gonna work very well.
The slender figure comes straight towards you on this bike, on this two-wheeled war machine, a wide grin on his green face. He brings it to a sudden halt in front of you, throwing a large mound of dirt up near your feet. He jumps gracefully out of your seat, and you see this, amongst this green skin, you see auburn, fiery ginger hair, 2 pointed, large, fay-like ears. And he jumps gracefully out of your seat and offers a courteous bow. Greetings, esteemed travelers. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Smiler, favored of Timora herself. It would seem she has blessed me with your company. To whom do I have the pleasure of meeting?
I'm Ava.
Ava, enchanted.
Reservoir.
A pleasure.
I didn't know those deers can do that.
Oh, the bikes or the rocks?
Well, both. How much height were you getting on that?
I would say about 6 feet or so. You know, it's actually a favorite spot of mine. You know, believe it, I found the rock like this. It's just seemed too good an opportunity to pass up. Quite a lot of fun.
Have
Your
you tried
name's a dwarf.
Oh, Burlock. Lovely to meet you.
Burlock. Marvelous.
Have you tried doing that with some ichor in it?
Seems a terrible waste. Frankly,
biker
when one
icon.
could be using those for escaping dire circumstances. Better save it for when you really need it, rather than just fun.
If you don't enjoy yourself every now and again.
Oh, that's true enough. I like you. Anyone who wants to make a history check? Or...
Yeah, what kind of race is he?
Yeah, I was going to say, there are a
Green?
few things. Also with the, Timora.
Smiler. In fact, history.
Smiley.
Okay, Ava. And definitely Reservoir. Yeah, you both have heard of this individual's heritage. He looks to be an Eladrin.
Oh.
Hadron. Wow.
And I have.
Wait, this guy's an elf?
I love Eladrin.
I don't even know what that is, but okay.
They're,
it is. Go on.
they're like fae who can change to be like representative of different seasons. So like there are spring, summer, fall,
they're
winter,
like
Eladrin.
they're like elves that are from the Feywild, I guess.
Yeah. They're kind of like, I feel halfway between the like Feywild fae and like elves, like that maybe in the material.
That would be
plane.
accurate. They're essentially elves who are more heavily in tune with the Feywild, and who can sort of represent themselves with the seasons. So you have a summer, winter, autumn, and fall Eladrin.
So would I be correct in presuming that this would probably be representative of spring?
Yes, they would appear to be so, yeah.
Nice. I'm gonna ask him, are you some kind of tall goblin?
He's an elf.
No, my dear friend. No.
Well, I was gonna ask if he was an Earth Genasi after that.
Not quite. I'm an Eladrin, elf of the Feywild.
Yeah.
Mercifully, far from home, but
Yeah.
so
Unreal.
you appear to be yourselves.
Well, except for Reservoir.
What's an Eladrin doing in Avernus?
Well,
Sick tricks,
a
apparently.
Long and sick tricks. Yes, indeed. I was doing plenty of those. It is a long story, so I won't bore you with the details. Long story short, I led a merry band of adventurers like yourselves, except with orange fur and sharper teeth. I thought these hobgoblins, my friends, but my confidence was betrayed. An accursed devil by the name of Bitterbreath stole my wealth from me and used the coin to turn my friends against me. Only, by using every ounce of cunning the gods have blessed me with, I did escape their foul treachery. And I don't know, I think Timora has blessed me with your arrival. Perhaps you could be convinced to help a lost soul regather some measure of pride by aiding me in reclaiming this lost wealth. It is a quick heist. Little danger, great reward. Half of anything I recover will be yours, and I don't know, from your little get-up here and your larger crew, looks like you could do with some nicer vehicles.
Oh, a
Good
larger
questions.
vehicle is what we need.
Yes, indeed.
I recognize. Have you heard Bitterbreath before? It's
Divine
rings a bell.
sense.
Yeah.
You pick up nothing from this guy. Actually, no.
Less
you
than
pick up
nothing?
Nothing. I thought maybe you detect Fae, but yeah, you just don't. So.
No.
Have we ever heard of Timora?
Timora, you definitely have, is a goddess.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
It's an elven goddess.
God of luck.
Specifically,
Good one, correct?
Yes, specifically the goddess, the Lady Luck, the goddess of good fortune.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Not necessarily good, but certainly not her sister, the goddess of bad luck.
Well, I think she is typically good aligned.
Good people follow, but then again, so do
correct.
gamblers.
Yeah. And then, second of all, do we believe this gentleman?
Make an insight check.
Yeah. My divine sense was the start of my insight check.
That still doesn't really explain why you're in Avernus.
Well, like I said, I came down here leading an adventuring group, looking for adventure, daring do, tales of heroism and ne'er-do-wells, and perhaps a bit of fortune finding along the way.
And how did you expect to get out of here afterwards? After making a name for yourself?
By the blessings of Timora, pure, sheer, adulterated luck.
Right.
I like him.
This guy's not lying, but you think he's maybe not telling the whole truth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He sounds like a bard.
I mean,
That makes sense.
Warwick, you don't even get that. Warwick, you think he's like, oh, this guy seems charming and nice.
Where's the rest of your group?
Like I said, they absconded with the devil. Could you believe
Absconded.
it? I'm betrayed as anything.
Well, if you can promise
You know,
that.
Comes
guess
with
they
the
could be-
territory here.
bought.
It comes with
pardon?
the territory here, being
I
betrayed.
know it is frightful, and believe me, I had trusted those hobgoblins emphatically, but they appear to value money and wealth more than their dear old friend Smiler.
You said something about vehicles.
Yes, Bitter Breath, the infernal fiend who took away my good fortune, is a warlord of Avernus. Maybe you've come across one of them?
That's where I
Lord.
came across.
Yes.
Don't let that rise your fears at all. If luck holds out, and in Worship of Timora's case, it almost always does. If luck holds out, we won't be engaging directly. It'll just be a quick in and out, take a few things, distraction, and then, steal a vehicle with my money and then get out of there. Then you can have a vehicle and half the money, and then we could be on our merry ways.
And what if Bashaba turns up?
What? Sorry?
What if Bashaba turns up?
Bashara?
Bashaba.
What's that? Oh, Bashaba. Remind me, is that
No.
one of the warlords?
No. Timora's sister.
Oh.
Bad luck.
I don't concern myself with her as much. I try to escape her notice.
Well,
You
you would have had a
thankfully,
little thing with
That's
your
why I
friends.
worship Timora, not Bashaba. So go figure.
Well, it sounds
I
like
don't know
that,
who in their right
she's
mind
watching
would
you
worship.
by taking all your friends and money.
I know, so I'm long overdue something from her sister. So, hence why you're here. Huh? Luck shines upon me.
I mean, it can't hurt.
Or it can.
Oh, it'll be fun. Come on, what? It'll be fun if nothing else. A bit of daring do. A bit of excitement.
Imagine taking on Mad Maggie. That's what we're talking about. That style of
Oh,
thing.
she's also a charmer.
That's what we're talking about here. That style of warlord. Although we
We
did
don't-
get Bertha from one of them as well.
Yeah, we've taken on a warlord before.
Oh, well then you're experts. Clearly my fortunes rise evermore.
With what, a few of his friends instead of a fortress?
A fortress.
We
What
just have. We
do-
don't have to completely take them. We just have to get in and
Yeah, here we
steal
go.
a
Here's
vehicle,
some,
basically.
Here's some art of him.
Oh,
Oh.
it's so bad.
Oh, that looks like a person who wants to say hello and then step in the back next minute.
Yeah.
Hello.
I thought
What
he was a tall
does
goblin.
your fortune contain? If I may
Fortune?
ask.
Your share will be 22 soul coins, plus any vehicles we abscond with.
And your share?
Equal amounts.
How can any vehicles we can abscond with come to an equal amount? What if you're not getting any vehicles out of it? I'm just curious.
Okay. I hear you. Let me sweeten the deal. Odd numbers go to you because I have my trusty bike, where you have one for 6 of you. So that seems fair, correct?
How are you able
you
to
know
carry
there's
so many
actually any
soul
vehicles?
coins?
With great difficulty, my dear. Before, spread evenly among the party. But then they took them all. So I will have to, I suppose, shoulder the burden until I can offload them or exchange them at the bazaar place.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything but soul coins and vehicles in your treasure?
Nothing else other than personal affectations.
Such as?
A couple of trinkets of
Details,
sentimental
man.
value.
Details.
A brooch from my mother. A ring.
Do I believe him?
Encrusted with a ring encrusted with gems from the Feywild. Nothing of import. Roll an insight.
Because I mean, he said he was far away from home. It doesn't sound like he would find sentiment in things from him. I don't know. Oh, this dude is so suspicious, but I guess
Don't
not.
forget you have inspiration.
I do.
And
I'm
the
gonna
dice.
use that. I'm gonna use
Okay.
that because
And the D8.
I feel like this guy is so suspicious. I can't help but.
Okay.
Wow.
That's a very different result. Right.
Thank you for
So-
reminding me about that.
So you get the sense that he is disguising the real truth with lesser truths. So, you get the sense that he is not lying, but he is only telling you like half the story.
He's
Maybe
being very
embellishing
good about not
somewhere.
lying.
Yes, exactly.
He's being political.
Yeah, exactly.
Legal.
Well, I mean, this is a friendly face, and honestly, we have nothing to lose.
We have a lot to lose.
We have a lot to lose, like our lives, but
We
I
can't.
cannot.
Like I said, little danger, great reward.
Seems trustworthy.
All I need you to do is just be a distraction. And you don't even need to engage, just distract and run.
And where would we meet up for you to give us our share?
Should we say the Wandering Emporium?
So-
Neutral grounds for any individual on this plane.
Technically speaking, you want us
If
to
we
what?
get separated, but I shall...
It's just the plan
Never
here.
not
You're
to.
talking about us distracting and running. We've got one vehicle here, which is quite slow. So we're loaded down with our makeshift buggy. So anything that comes after us is going to catch us. And we get, you say, any vehicles that we find. If we're running away, we're not finding any vehicles.
Let's
Well,
see.
Unless we're not getting much. And that's pretty much the only thing we're
That's true.
looking for.
Well, then it is in your best interest to maybe help further. Secure them for yourself.
How about
I trust me. My old friends are dim-witted dullards. They will never know what hit them.
how
Yes,
about
but
we
they were
go?
stupid enough to be duped by someone that was smarter than them, and therefore that's
know,
who
but
we're
that's-
dealing with, not your old friend.
I know, but Bitterbreath is an old sod. He's
He's
How
powerful
about-
enough to be a warlord.
he's,
So he's also
he's
intelligent enough
cursed.
to be a warlord.
He
How-
can't speak. He can't speak, so he can't cast spells. He's lost his wings, so he can't fly. Pissed off that angel Zariel at one point or another, And so she cursed him, hence why bitter breath, because when he speaks, all that comes forward is smoke.
How about, before we agree to anything, we scout and see if we can...
Marvelous idea. Wonderful. That is where I was going to propose to start anyway. I'm glad we're on the same page, Ava.
So that we know what we're up against before we even think about doing anything.
Precisely. I admire your wisdom. And truly, thank you. It is, after so long wandering here on my lonesome, it is so refreshing to have kindred souls to converse with and engage in such wonderful adventure. This is going to be fun. And
It's going to have so much bloodshed. And
oh yeah, this is going to end well. This is going to be fun.
Lovely.
So that's where we're ending? Okay.
Yep.
Yep, I think we'll end it there.
Sounds
It's
good.
not going to go well. So we are not here next week.
Fabulously.
Yes. The week after we'll have Smuggler's Run, and then we're going to have this, whatever this is.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to
boy.
watch lots of I'll watch lots of heist movies in the meantime, so we can get some plans going.
So Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, Ocean's 13, Ocean's 8.
Payday 2.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
I might even play that on stream.
Yeah, and there's also the movie it was based off, which I can't remember the name of it, but yes. Because that's probably going to be how it goes.
Or if we want something very interesting, we can play Hitman 3.
I'm a Paladin.
Yes,
I don't think so. So that's the episode for this week. My name's Karsh Goblin. Thank you for coming in. I've been playing Warwick. You can find me here because this is my channel. But I'm not running. This is the amazing work of Lorian Ross, who's been doing amazing for the whole year, allowing me to play, which is really fun. Tomorrow we'll have our TTRPG book club, first one of the year. We are looking at Mutant Year Zero, the very first book, which uses the mutant or the the Year Zero rule set, which is what we touched on a little bit with the Alien game. So it's actually really interesting, and it's a really cool rule set. So we're going to be looking at that tomorrow. Will?
Yes. Hey, everybody. My name's been Will. Been playing Ashe, the Fire Genasi. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun today. A lot of cool stuff happened, and we are ready to start planning Ocean's 11 here. So sounds good. I hope you guys enjoyed today. And yeah, remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow, all that stuff. I just hope that you guys come back for next time because, yeah, having a lot of fun.
Go.
Hi, I'm Del. I've been playing Reservoir, the Water Genasi Sorcerer. I'm literally only ever here at this place at these times on these days, which is fantastic. I just blink out of existence otherwise. Tell us whether or not you trust Smiler, if you need an idea for something to comment.
Yeah, I totally don't. I can say that.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us your predictions, what you think that Smiler's hiding.
How bad is this going to go? MLP?
Hi, MrLiveProducer. I have been playing your Burlock Ranger, Barbarian. Eventually, this is going to be like in multiple different sentences. Dwarf Ranger, Barbarian. Oh, God, I'm horrible. And you can catch me relatively regularly on twitch.tv/MrLiveProducer, where I mostly do VR content. And as I saw earlier, I've got my PS4 VR set up, so I'm going to play Hitman 3 in VR soon. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's something to look forward to. Emi?
Hi, I'm Emi Rabbit, but you guys can call me Emi. I play Eva, the human monk. And you can find me over on twitch.tv/Gathering of Nerds, where we play Minecraft, tabletop games, multiplayer games in general. And we've also been playing Vampire the Masquerade, where I recently started joining in that with my character Zeke. That has been so much fun. Being able to play that character. It's very, very, if you like RP heavy stuff, that's the sort of game to go watch. So yeah, this has been fun, and I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Right.
Some noise coming through.
Sounds like crickets.
Crickets.
I have been Lorian Ross. I have been your Dungeon Master for tonight. Follow me at Skyblue Shinks for the time being, because I am sorting through and trying to refine and optimize my social media. Before I had like my private Skyblue Shinks, and then I had a separate music account, but then I'm doing away with that and just having one. So that's going to be a thing. Music is on SoundCloud, Spotify, all your streaming services, YouTube, etc. I have a song which is so close to being done, which I'm really pleased with. It's definitely my most cinematic song. Probably my most bold and brash song ever as well, which is really fun. I'm also talking with a few mates from uni about potentially doing some streams. Nothing set in stone yet, but we had an old video game show on the radio where we talked about soundtracks and such, which was a lot of fun. And we might be bringing the crew back together for some lockdown streaming, but nothing certain yet. I'm not even sure if they're totally keen on it, but we're having talks about it. And if not, I'm probably going to start streaming music creation anyway, and just solo stuff. So, hey.
Awesome. It'd be great to see the process.
So we're going to be raiding Featherfall TT. So I've just got to get that set up. And then do the stuff. So our raid message is: we come to share the love. Goblin, our hearts are warm and fresh, and spam the goblin hearts. If you don't have that, that's okay. You can also do the without it. So stick around for that. We can have the Syrinscape back, because I know you close it.
Would you like some Hellscape with grim music?
Yes, please.
Have some Hellscape with grim music.
I love
Sorry. Hellscape, open parentheses, with grim music, close parentheses.
Yeah, here we go. So that's what we're rating. So stick around for that. Be nice. They are actually playing Descent into Avernus. But they're still in Baldur's Gate. So no spoilers. But give them our love, because
see if they've encountered Kishara yet. Old Fine Devil Kishara.
Their title is something about Vamthemper, so I think
maybe
Vamthempers running amok.
Oh God.
So they might be around that. So we'll be back not next week, but we're going to be here tomorrow. So bye.
Bye.
Bye.